We'll have Nemesis right now as the NA King of the Hill. We'll try to do the same for Southeast Asia and East Asia.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have teams take on people in those different brackets, but eventually we'll have them clash, and it should be good times.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so want to take you away with the news?
Yeah, we can do news.
What's happening?
So first thing I wanted to mention, and I'll put the link in the chat, is out of Japan, they are accepting invites or accepting teams for a tournament that they're running that I think is going to be a really awesome tournament. That's being coordinated by AppBank. So I'm putting the link in the chat. If you're interested, especially if you're on the East Asia server, participate in that tournament. I cut my hair. Finally, I've been wearing that hat for too long.
He says that. You guys here for him.
Yeah, so participate in that tournament. Wanted to give a big shout out to Max Morai and Game Fighter for just the amazing video that they put out lately. Just has an enormous number of views and it's really fun. So here's that video. I'm dropping that in the chat. And Android, one thing I wanted to mention on Android, every single day when I drop in on different broadcasters' streams, like I was in Koopa's stream yesterday, so awesome that he's streaming Vainglory now, people are like, when is Vainglory coming out on Android? And we have to be like, Android's in beta and it's really easy to get in now. All you have to do is go to the link and find your device and go to the Google group and then you're pretty much in. So if everyone out there, if you could tell your friends and if you can tweet and whatever else you do with the newfangled thing that kids do that I'm too old to understand, let people know that that Vainglory is out for Android in beta and that it's really easy to get into the beta. That would just help bring more people into the game. So
most definitely.
I'll drop the link. From this link, all you have to do is scroll down, find your device, click into the Google group, and then hit join. And then someone will accept them. And
it's super fast and super easy.
So Android. There we go.
You're just spamming the chat now.
I'm sorry. I do whatever Zkent says if I'm spamming the chat.
Quick, but that's spam the chat more.
One more thing.
One more thing?
One more thing, yes.
Ooh.
So people know me as Playoff Beard.
Okay.
That is, of course, a reference to the NHL playoffs, where it's an NHL tradition that you do not shave until you either are eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs or you raise the trophy that Lord Preston presented in the 1800s. Nansen, I don't know if you know when that was first presented. I was going to look that up and sound all smart, but then I forgot to do it. I'm going to say 1821, and then someone can tell me how wrong I am. But so the Stanley Cup being awarded, and go Rangers. Here's my Ranger jersey from 1991. You can see the bloodstains on it from fights with Islander fans. And so the Rangers won the President's Trophy for the best record in 1991. They have the best record again this year. I think they could go all the way, but I'll be tweeting, I'll be tracking some really good playoff beards as the players grow out their beards. They cannot shave until they're eliminated from the playoffs or they host the trophy. So
fair enough.
Go Rangers. That's enough hockey on our MOBA stream. But I think most people are probably here for a reveal of some kind.
The skin reveals?
I don't know if you care to do that or not, though.
These are pretty exciting. I mean, you know what? I'll let you guys see it this time. So, what we have here is...
What do we have here?
Candy Twirl Koska.
Candy Twirl Koska. That is the skin we're revealing today. So, for all the people who are saying they want a Koska skin, it is coming soon. We're unveiling that mysterious skin system in update 1.4, which is getting closer and closer by the day.
So soon.
Candy Twirl Koska. And we will be releasing an article on the website that has a lot more about that. So keep an eye on the in-game news section. Keep an eye on the website for more Candy Twirl Koska news.
Most definitely. And you know what? We have a little bit of... We can watch her in game for a little bit. Why don't we do that?
Let's do it.
Boom. Took a little video earlier. I think guys will like this.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty, so what you guys are watching here is the new Koska skin. Gonna be pretty awesome.
I'm putting a link in the chat now, just published, hot off the press, the Candy Troll Koska skin reveal article, now live on the vainglorygame.com website. We'll be getting that in the in-game news section after I am not physically here on camera. But yeah, for the people saying they want to see her zoomed in, we will zoom in, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
You will give the people what they want?
Of course.
All right, fantastic. When is the next update expected to be revealed? Once Megatride wants to know. Hey, Nansen, our CEO is like just lurking off camera right now. I'm not going to stand for that.
All right.
Well, he's not. He won't be on camera. We're not even on camera right now.
Oh, we're not.
Do you want to be on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull the camera up. Boom.
All right, there we go.
We're now on
That's
camera.
better. Here, you should put that on too. All right.
All my fellow Flyers fans, don't hold this.
What are you thinking? We know at kind of the core, we're not going to release the update until everything is ready.
Right.
That is our commitment. But you think we're getting kind of close?
I think we're getting close. We got systems that are coming online. I think we're getting pretty close to being finished with those, and then it's a lot of testing and polishing and balancing that still needs to be done. But I feel like we're getting pretty close. So. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer that you'll have to wait for those awesome skins that are coming out.
And how was your trip?
Amazing trip. So I was in Japan last week launching the game over there. Incredible time playing the game with the App Pank guys and Stan Smith shoutcasting a live match was really so much fun. And just being over there was really incredible. And yeah, absolutely a great time. So.
I heard that you brought us a special guest.
Oh yeah?
I did actually.
I do like special guests.
Bring a special guest. Here we actually have from Korea.
All the way from Korea.
The incomparable Will Chobra.
This guy.
Hi.
He's awesome.
Legendary.
Thank you.
Caster. World-renowned.
Am I now? Is that?
I think
oh,
you are.
I mean,
Well,
I'd say so.
I was on the other side of the world, and I knew who you were. So
I guess
have
so.
some
I guess
video
we've,
that we
I guess
can
we've covered.
that qualifies to me. Ed the Shred was looking for some video. We could see if we could track that down.
Yeah.
But
Maybe we'll find it later.
but for anyone who doesn't know, maybe Vainglory is their first MOBA. Like, tell us a little bit about yourself while
sure.
we're getting ready for the first EU battle.
Yeah, so my name's Will, go by Chobra in my IGN. And so I started in esports about now 3 years back, first with League of Legends as a caster and a reporter. And then from then on, right now I work out of Korea. So with OGN mainly in Korea. And I've casted League of Legends, StarCraft 2.
Some huge stages.
Yeah, and
Huge
most
crowd.
recently I was at the IEM Katowice, so that was kind of my biggest stage so far.
Amazing.
Yeah, so, and these days I'm working on content for the Korean community for Vainglory. It's been absolutely a blast, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I tune into the live stream sometimes too. Obviously, time zones are a little different when I'm back in Korea, but when I can, I catch what I can. And I'm glad to see everyone very excited about Vainglory here too.
And what? So coming off of kind of that mega status that League has reached and everything, what was it about Vainglory that appealed to you that made you think it was worth your time?
So I was actually just telling about this earlier, but I think the diversity, first of all, in builds is what I really like. That's something I miss in a lot of games. Is that as games get bigger, also when there's 5 people and whatnot, when the teams get bigger, you often are forced to kind of get streamlined into how you play things and what you play. But in Vainglory, first of all, the way the map design and the fact that the items in some ways are simpler allows you to be a little bit more diverse and be a little bit more creative. And I love that because you might not always see all the different builds at competitive play, but you go on the different communities and you see people talking about it. Well, in my game, I tried this, or this was fun. I won at least a couple games with it. And the fact that can exist is what really drew me in. And also I always enjoy finding those nuances in what appear to be simpler on the surface. So because it's 3v3, a lot of people first will assume, oh, well, it's a simpler game. There's only 3 people you need to be taken into account for. But then you get into the details and we already see, right? Players are deciding that, well, the meta is actually going to be a lot more developed. There's different builds and you can actually adjust your build even if it's a mobile game, during the game itself. So I'm really intrigued by all of that, finding the small nuances rather than the blatant in-depth games that we have on the AAA market.
And I'm excited to see today. So we're about to kick off. George, whenever you say go,
I'm ready.
Go ahead and kick
We're
it off.
ready.
So we have HC versus Ice is the first game, right? And this is an EU battle. Do you want to sit down? I feel terrible.
Oh, no,
Here.
it's okay, but do you want...
No, I want you to stay, but I don't want you to have to stand the whole time.
Oh, it's all right.
We can pull up another chair.
Yeah, we can get another chair.
But,
All right.
But so we're gonna do an EU battle, and the EU meta. It's interesting. It definitely seems to be different than the North American meta, and it will be just interesting to see how that plays out in this match. But so all the games today, for anyone who's joining us late, we just revealed Candy Twirl Koska. We're going to show that skin again. We'll show it all stream long, so don't worry if you missed it. We're going to be giving away lots of ice, and we're going to be doing all EU bracket King of the Hill battles. So we're going to establish kind of our first reigning EU King of the Hill today.
These team comps look very similar.
We'll have to see, but the legendary Chobra is going to hang out for this match. Do you have time to hang out for the match?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm assuming you're hanging out for the
I'll
match.
be
I should
here
ask
through and
you
through.
if you are willing to stay for the match.
No worries.
But, so
You're just
if
gonna walk out now.
we'll drop some knowledge on us during the game, but exciting to see this. I'm sure we have some people, maybe I don't know if Vainglory League is in chat, if Blueberries is in chat, or Don John's, people who can talk in chat even about the EU meta, but we'll see how it plays out here today. And while this match is starting, I did want to bring up, Vainglory League, thank you for helping us put together all of these EU battles today.
Oh, yeah.
And for anyone who's not watching the community-driven VGL, they have an NA and an EU Cup that they're broadcasting regularly. Really, really fun. Yesterday was supposed to be Nemesis versus Nemesis, and I was really excited to see that there was an emergency and Nemesis B couldn't make it. So me, Z-Kent, and Shin jumped in for kind of an emergency exhibition match, and
We did okay.
we made a number of mistakes there. The first of which was allowing them to have bans.
Yes.
So I ended up not being able to play Koska or Arden, which was like, I don't know why we allowed them to set those terms, those
What silly
conditions.
rules.
And then the second mistake was we banned first so that they could react to our ban. This being, the reigning, quote unquote best team in North America. So that was kind of our second mistake for sure. But yeah, I don't think the match went terribly poorly. I feel like in that late game, if that last fight, if Toph hadn't been able to get that Catherine stun off on that last fight, if we could have fought that last fight on our own terms, maybe it would have gone better. But never did I imagine when I woke up yesterday morning that I would be playing Krull against Nemesis on a live stream. Not even either of my jungle mains.
Most definitely. But enough about that game. Let's hop into this game. So we
That
got
was a good segue.
we got Koska, Ringo, and Arno on both sides, and it looks like Ice is being a little bit more aggressive.
Full mirror match. All right.
see.
So we'll take it away. So talk a little bit about the builds while we're waiting for the action to get heavy here.
Right now, the only difference in builds is really Koska's.
Oh, but I love it. So we have one Crystal Koshka and one probably Tanksha.
Well,
so
they look about the
no,
same.
there's the O
There's
card.
the-
It didn't
yeah.
take long, but at least that the blue team's Koshka started a crystal bit, after my own heart.
Most definitely. And right now, it looks like
Lost Boy is here, probably mocking me for all of the good Merciless Pursuit stuns he got off on us. Every single fight in that match started on his terms.
Most
So
definitely.
good job, Lost Boy.
And right now, it looks like Ice is taking a little bit of advantage. Both Koska and Ringo on Team Ice have a little bit of a CS advantage against their counterparts. So good job on them. So maybe they'll be able to take this to be, a little bit of an advantage.
Chopra, is anything that you look for in the early game just to kind of set the stage for this?
Well, I think even in your own regular games, that the biggest difference comes from the jungle, right? Your roam and kind of how much pressure you put out there. Because within the lane, if you're left to your own terms, just 1 versus 1, it's really gonna kind of hold off for the first 5 minutes or so. And that's what we saw earlier here. That Ice did pressure earlier, that we saw, and even in the lane, Turkus pressuring a little bit earlier at level 1 and allowing forcing Adigo to miss a couple CS earlier on.
And I can't wait until you've just been around the Vainglory scene long enough to be able to cast some of this stuff instead of me. That will be a wonderful moment. Until then, I'll do what I can here.
Yeah, right now, Ice taking an early lead of 700 gold, so that's actually really, really big. There are quite a few scrap traps laid down on the blue side for Team HC, but, they aren't really stopping Ice from farming out really well. Like, both the Koshkas are getting pretty big. I mean, 14 CS on 120 CS on Ben Sinnoh, so Pretty awesome lair.
And for anyone who, maybe you're decent-ish or maybe you're new to the game, you can see already the scout trap positioning for both vision and to kind of have fights where the other team might be taking some scout trap damage, but especially for vision, you can see how important that is in high elo games. So, if you're looking to work on your game, maybe just take a game or two and just say, I'm going to buy a lot more scout traps in this game than I usually do. And I'm going to place them where Shin Kaigen places them or where Team Red places them, and just see how it feels to have a lot more vision. So a real nice pouncy fun there to steal a little bit of jungle farm. And in the early game, getting that extra jungle farm can be even more important than getting a super early kill. So a really nice moment there. I'm not sure how to pronounce. How should I pronounce this name the rest of the match?
Zwan.
Zwan? Okay.
Why not? Let's call him Zwan. Schwan.
Oh, yeah, I was assuming Schwan, but I wasn't sure either. I was actually waiting for one of you guys to say it.
Yeah, no, that's my problem. So we're just at that point now where we got to work up the one sheets and know who these players are. Like DZ is starting to do on his stream, have these player spotlights where they hail from, who they main, all that good stuff. We got to know. I don't even know the phonetic spellings of phonetic pronunciations of these players' names yet.
All right, we'll call him Schwan from now on.
All right, Schwan, Pal.
Flares coming out from Team Ice. They're jumping on to HC. However, not too much is going to happen there. Pretty smart by Ice. There are a lot of scout traps down on the side of HC. So if they were to chase them a little bit, they're probably taking a lot of damage from those scout traps.
Yeah, Ice just seems to know really what their limits are right now and how much pressure they can exert, but they're taking every advantage they can within that realm, which is allowing them to keep up that steady gold lead from 700 to 800.
Yep, definitely.
We will have 1,000 Ice after this match. Awarded to 3 different randomly selected players. Just make sure you are following the channel. You have to be following the channel to be eligible to win. For the people asking what HC stands for, I will not answer that question.
They're Team HC.
They're Team HC.
They are just Team HC.
Or Team Rooster.
Team Rooster.
Okay.
Yes. Alrighty, so right now HC is just slowly getting pressured out by Team Ice. However, there's Koska coming into lane to try to get a kill.
Alright, there's an Achilles shot on Ice. He's going to have to back off.
He's fine. They're all good. No worries.
Koska looking for something, but there wasn't anything there. Back down now.
This
the
is
Ardens.
Overall, it's pretty even. The level advantage is only 1 on Team Ice, with Koska being slightly ahead. But the gold advantage is really where the difference is coming in. But one good team fight from Team HC could definitely turn it around.
Adiga. Gotta get these names
Adiga?
down. Adiga? Alright, HC Adiga, Juan, and Palmatoro. And Palm? I'll call him Palm.
We'll call him Palm. We'll just abbreviate everyone's name.
Adiga, Juan, and Palm. All right. The other team, not quite as bad.
Ben, Turk, and Bash.
Ben, Turk, and Bash. Thank you. That will help. There's the Pouncy fun in forcing the Ringo out of lane. Ice Bash is going to take a little bit more harass. Koshka's got the move speed from her buff, and she's going to look for something, back off into the tri-brush. Question mark goes out on the gold mine. That's the team asking each other, should we try to sneak a gold mine right here? They put up a flare to see where the Koska is. Arden starts on the gold mine. They turn on the Koska. There's a Yummy Catnip Frenzy on the Ringo. In comes in another Yummy Catnip Frenzy, and Ice Ben is going to go down. And all right, so first little skirmish there going to blue side.
And that's all HC really needs to come back into this game. They were about 700 gold down. However, if they take this gold mine...
Will they be able to get the gold mine, though? Here comes Ice.
Turk is pretty low.
There goes an Achilles shot. Ice Bash is in trouble, and he's going to go down too. That's going to clear the way for the gold mine.
Yeah, that was a bit risky from Team Ice. You generally don't want to face check into a bush, especially when 3 opponents are up and you only have 2. It's pretty risky. Even though Arden's a little bit tanky, he's still level 4, and everyone else in the game is doing, just a little bit better.
Yeah, and Ice had also lost their Koshka, which would have been their main initiate at this level, so that was a little bit of a risky play, resulting in that disadvantage here.
Most definitely. And right now, Shuan is up to 2 kills, so 2-0-0 on that Koshka.
All right,
and
so
the game has definitely turned around on its head.
So Zken, the Ringo versus Ringo lane matchup, we have a weapon Ringo with a Sorrow Blade versus a crystal Ringo with a Shatterglass already. Both, have their ultimates. What do you like or think about the lane matchup, a weapon Ringo versus a crystal Ringo?
I actually think Crystal Ringo has a pretty good advantage in lane just because of how much damage Achilles Shot will do. And on top of that, once you drop your... What's happening?
Check jungle.
Check jungle. I got distracted. I'm distracted.
It's my fault.
This is why we need a person to be a dedicated spectator.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Crystal Ringo should be able to do more damage with Hellfire Brew and Achilles Shot. So However, once team fights roll around, the Crystal Ringo won't be able to do as much damage as Weapon Ringo, but in the 1v1, I do think Crystal is a little bit advantageous.
Surprise birthday dropping in 2. We can't see anybody because we're in the full spectator cam. But surprise birthday's here.
What's up, guys?
We'll drop his knowledge on us as well.
I saw a Crystal Ringo, so I just wanted to check out. I am now fully engaged in this game. Because
Oh, here comes Juan. Ice Bash is in trouble, and he's going to go down. So Team Blue now, they'll look to see if they can catch another member of Ice.
So I will say one thing about Crystal Ringo is that it is very much more popular in Europe than it is in North America. So for all you NA players out there, this is like how EU plays. It's awesome.
We'll have to see. So we see the double Dragon Heart on Arden. This is very common. He takes advantage of that health. Surprise birthday, you want to talk a little bit about the scaling health ratio for Arden and anyone who doesn't realize how they should be factoring in health into playing Arden?
yeah, first of all, health is really good in general, especially against if you are up against Crystal Ringo. Any kind of burst damage, building health is really, really good because they just last a lot longer, and burst damage means that you have a lot less sustained damage. So being tanky is always good against burst. Arden also his abilities scale with health, in particular Vanguard. So the more health you have, the more barrier you give your allies.
There's a Pouncy Fun and Yummy Catnip Frenzy. A Hellfire Brew comes in. That's going to take out a member of Ice, but Juan's going to go down as well. Ice been trying to survive. There's a reflex block trying to get out, but he gets caught. Now Ice Bash in trouble. He reflex blocks through the gauntlet wall and escapes to the turret. Will he be able to get out? No. So there's a what is it? It is an Achilles shot, which slowed Arden enough to take him down. That's the first ace of the match.
This is what you were talking about earlier. This is where we see the difference between the weapon build and the crystal build, is that, you know, with the crystal build, sure, Turkus did his damage as Ringo, but after that he's just done, and he was out of the fight, where Adiga, if he just stayed back for the first 5 seconds, he's willing to just take care of the rest of the fight for Team HC.
Most definitely.
All right,
You
there's
see
an Achilles shot the other
coming
way, but a Vanguard comes out so that Adiga. So it's Adiga. I thought for a second that you pronounced Adagio and Adiga, and I was like, did Chobra really
That's an
say?
interesting way to say
Just call him Adagio? No, he wouldn't do that. No, all right, that's that player. We got to get used to these names.
So the other thing about Crystal Ringo, horrible wave clear.
You
And-
can ult the wave, I guess.
Yeah.
No. However, one thing about Crystal Ringo is his Trolling Silver actually does have a crystal ratio. So every time you activate it, you actually do get a little bit more damage.
All right,
A little
gold.
bit, yeah. It's
like
less than
60%.
1-to-1 ratio, so it's a little bit painful.
All right, Goldmine's getting close to paying out, so Ice seeing if they can do something about that before this Goldmine payout again. So we see the two teams in the tri-brush. Will there be a fight? No, so Ice doesn't feel comfortable enough to fight for that Goldmine right now.
Yeah, they're waiting for their cooldowns to come.
Juan wants to go in here. We'll see if he pounces in. So they're going to retreat back down to the Goldmine area. We can obviously see what they're doing, but without the flares, they won't know precisely with each other where each other are.
So Ben on Team Ice is actually the highest level in the game. However, he is probably a little bit behind in gold compared to Zwan or Juan.
They both have their aftershocks now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most critical item on Koska, along with those reflex blocks. So real core kind of in meta Koska builds right now.
Oh, and the gold mine has paid out to Team HC, so good job on them for protecting it. And they are now up to about a 2K gold lead, which is quite good.
All right, Ringo with a Sorrow Blade, a Barbed Nito, and a Heavy Steel on one side. The other Ringo with the Heavy Crystal and the Shatter Glass, but now also with a Blazing Salvo.
So one thing about the Crystal Ringo is that if you do get enough Crystal, because Hellfire Brew does do true damage, you can actually just like one-shot the enemy Ringo, which is interesting. However, Ringo has a reflex block, so he should be
Ringo has an
okay.
infusion, actually. He's holding on to... Is he holding on
That
to
is not an infusion, that is a crystal bit.
Oh, that's a Chris, yeah. Never mind.
Slight difference.
Yeah, just a little bit of a difference.
So you know what I'm looking for here? I want to see a really good gauntlet thrown down that separates the enemy team, starts a fight on those terms. Let's see if either of these Ardens can initiate in a way that creates a advantage in a team fight.
Those are the worst, man. When you go for the separation gauntlets to split the team and you mess up.
And now I made a 1v3 for myself.
Were you watching my my show match?
Interesting,
That
the alternating
didn't pay out.
current coming out from Turkus, so that could actually work out pretty well considering he is attacking fairly quickly. You do get the auto attack reset from activating Twirling Silver, and you can get a really large amount of burst off really,
All right,
really
here
quickly.
comes Ice Bash. He just wants to put down a Scout Trap, but almost runs in to HC.
I do find it a little bit odd that Turk is going for the Crystal build, considering Koska is doing mostly Crystal damage too. So it'll be very easy for Team HC to itemize against them.
All right, there's a Crucible from Ice's Arden. That is going to be some team-wide reflex block that I'm sure we'll see in the next team fight.
And they're just wandering around the map right now. Team Ice clearing out a few scout traps and dropping their own. However, Team HC is looping around above them, so this could be dangerous.
Yeah, especially... there's the flare. Okay. So it didn't catch him completely unawares, but, you know, the onus is on Ice to make something happen here. Otherwise, HC will just continue to get those gold mine payouts. Will kind of bide their time. They're up a turret. So we'll have to see what Ice can make happen.
I do think that Ice might actually want to take the minion mines right now, just because they'll get the nice 200 gold boost on top of the fact that they're trying to play more of a poke game. So they want to get in front of a turret and just poke down Team HC. And they aren't really able to do that if all that's happening is, you know, they're staring at each other across the bushes.
Yeah, I mean, that's why earlier Ice was trying to put that pressure on in the jungle, but right now they've lost all of that kind of vision control right around the center.
There's an Achilles shot. In goes the Pouncy Fun. There's a gauntlet wall just to keep the separation necessary to save himself. So you can see how that can be used as an escape, but there's a gauntlet that traps Ice Bash. They're going to go all in on him and kill him. So he made a good play, followed by getting caught. There's a Hellfire Brew. That's going to continue to burn Palm. He might not survive this. It's going to be very close, and he won't. So a good ultimate there by Turk. Able to get a kill off an ultimate. So a really nice gauntlet to create separation. You can use it to try to escape, but then an even better gauntlet that trapped Ice Bash and secured a kill.
Most definitely. And right there you saw the power of the Crystal Ringo doing a huge amount of damage with the Hellfire Brew and just taking out Arden, who is generally pretty decent against damage over time.
So you mentioned the minion mines before. We're kind of seeing, at least in the North American meta, that those mines aren't taken until between the 9 and even 13-minute mark. Just, if we have a little time, talk quickly about why you would wait, or in this case, why you might take one.
So the risk of taking a minion mine is really that you generally feed your opponents a little bit more gold just because the minion wave is pushing towards them. However, the advantage you get off of that is you can generally put more pressure into their jungle, or you have an advantage pushing their turrets down. So if you have a decent advantage, or if you're just a better push comp than your opponents, going into the jungle, taking the minion mines early on, and just trying to shove as hard as possible is actually not a bad idea.
Palm going very deep to set that scout trap. Neither of the Ardens have their gauntlets up. Adiga does have his Hellfire Brew, so he can initiate with that.
Well, Adiga is playing Weapon Ringo, so his
not going to make that much of a
isn't
difference.
too impressive.
Not the same thing as if Turk started a fight that way.
Yeah, I
sure.
do think if Turk manages to get Hellfire Brew onto Adiga somehow, even though he has a Crucible on himself and on Palm, he could do some serious damage to that Ringo. Alright, right now they're just kind of walking around. Not too much is happening. Will Bash face check this.
So we've seen some Achilles shots that start fights, prevent someone from being able to get away and escape the fight. So we'll take a look. It's all going to come down to how this next fight initiates.
Well, right now, the gold difference is not actually too large. Like 2,000 at 16 minutes or 17 minutes in isn't that big of a difference. That's, just like a tier 2 item on one of the characters, and that's not too bad.
Joshy, we totally see you, and we
here
love
comes the Hellfire Brew.
tactical pinup. So here comes the Hellfire Brew. Juan reflex blocks it. So we do see you talking about the jewel skin there. All right.
And right there, that's the dangers of going Crystal Ringo. If you can't get a good, free Hellfire Brew off,
yeah,
and it just gets reflex block, you lose so much of your damage because you're relying so heavily on your alternating or on your auto attacks are not too impressive, and you're relying.
So
really
there's
heavily.
a blood for blood in on Turk. He kites away, puts a couple of shots on himself.
Oh, here comes the gauntlet.
Here comes a gauntlet, but it misses, pushing everyone away. They did burn a Crucible, but that was not what he wanted.
Most definitely not. So right now, Ice might want to look at this fight. However, there are quite a few Crucibles on a team of HC. So, I don't know. It's going to be really difficult for Ice to get any sort of engage. This is actually something interesting about watching mirror team comps play against each other. There are multiple different builds. Like you see, the Koskas are pretty similar. However, the Ringos are really where this game will turn on its head.
Yeah, and although the Juan getting an Atlas Pauldron is an interesting choice.
I actually I don't agree with that.
That's why I said interesting.
Yeah. I would definitely not agree with that choice, considering the entire team of Ice is going more or less Crystal.
Yeah.
However, Koska does auto attack quite frequently, and Ringo, sort of. I mean, this is Crystal Ringo. He's relying more
So
heavily on
HC
his resets.
catching Ice napping a little bit here, putting a big hurt on the turret. They're going to have to fight. Here comes a gauntlet. It catches 2 of Team HC.
Oh,
Hellfire Brew is reflex blocked. In comes, so here's the more reflex blocks happening. They're going to just skirmish back and forth. We'll see what comes of this. HC trying to back away. Will Ice press this here?
So that's actually quite
Ice
good
Bash,
on Ice.
if he can get a blood for blood, he will. He takes a little more damage though, and now they're thinking better of it.
That's actually quite good on Ice. I actually think there was an infusion used on both the Ringos. So we have Crystal infusion used on Turk and a weapon infusion used on Adiga. So
Definitely mirrors of each other.
most definitely. And right now you see like the powers of both Ringos are pretty equivalent. Even though I do think Adiga, the gold values are actually pretty even too. It is interesting. Even though Turk has more CS, he's at 122 compared to the 97 of Adiga, he does have less kills and assists in general.
So HC with 3 Crucibles among the 3 members of the team. How do you feel about that right now?
I actually think that's an excellent idea. Whoever Ringo drops his Hellfire Brew on is just not going to do anything. And because there's an Arden on... Oh,
here comes the Hellfire Brew from HC. This is the weapon one. It's reflex blocked. Anyway, here's a Pouncy Fun. A Gauntlet traps Ice Bash, but he's able to reflex block out of it. But you can see Ringo just poking. Oh, the Pouncy Fun goes in, but a Yummy Catnip Frenzy to peel with the turret aggro. So a really nice play there. And Ice Ben is going to go down. Ringo going in deep to trying to take Turk, but a nice Vanguard protects them both.
Yeah, right there you saw the power of Weapon Ringo compared to Crystal Ringo. Adiga was able to just constantly walk forward and get free shots off onto Team Ice, while Ice had to back off because Turk just doesn't do that much damage in prolonged fights. He can burst someone really heavily up front, but after that, it's just not too effective.
Yeah, even for that burst, I mean, Turk wants to start the fight with that because of the channel time. So when you're being chased, Ice always has to wait for a full disengage before they re-engage. Whereas, as we saw,
trap.
Oh,
that wasn't great. Alrighty, so one thing that has happened is Team HG has actually taken one of the minion mines. So I wonder if Ice is going to take that back, or if they're just going to let HG.
All right, potential 2v1 here. Ice Turk trying to flank. He's going to do a Hellfire Brew, and you can see how that... Wow, look at that go after a recall all the way to the base. All right. It's not going to work out, but it's entertaining to watch. Once that target is on, it will follow the hero no matter where the hero goes, and definitely finish a recall channel there.
Most definitely. That was entertaining.
That was
great.
Completely useless, but quite entertaining.
All right, and right now Ice Bash is level 10, Palm is level 11, so both Arns not quite at max level yet. Everyone else in the game is already there, but they're still pretty effective. I'm dropping the gauntlets. Palm is a little bit more... He has a little bit more money on his side. He has the Crucible, he has boots, he has a fountain, and Bass is just sitting on the Crucible.
Yeah, I'd say Ice definitely want to take this mine back, because the only way they're going to be able to turn things around in the later portion of the game is if they get a good pick on Team HC. And if the minions are pushing, I mean, HC has no reason to separate. They can just keep traveling as 3. So Ice is going to want to force that separation by creating equal pressure in the lane here.
Most definitely. And the one thing Ice really has to do is they just have to shove the lanes, get the minion wave set up so that does push towards the side of HC. And if they can't do that, HC just keep walking around together, probably take Kraken and end the game.
All right, Bash going deep, but nothing happened there. For the people asking, this is the first EU team battle establishing the EU King of the Hill on that side of the bracket. We will be doing ice giveaways after every match. We will be showing the Koska skin again. So a lot more to come. Stay with us. Here's the Hellfire Brew in on Juan. Reflex blocked again. They have plenty of opportunities to prevent that damage.
That's the thing about the Crystal Ringo. Your Hellfire Brew will get blocked every single time. Especially look at this team.
All right, Ice seems committed to this fight. There's a sprint boots from Turk. He's looking for something. The gauntlet separates 2 of the 3 members. Bash is caught in the middle. He's the tankiest though and doing what he can. Juan in with the Yummy Catnip Frenzy, but that gets reflocked. A counter Yummy Catnip Frenzy comes in. There's a Hellfire Brew going to take out Turk. Meanwhile, Ice Ben trying to survive, but he's getting kited by the Ringo. Here comes Juan in deep, but a nice Vanguard is going to create the separation necessary. They're behind the turret now and safe.
So that was an excellent fight for Team HC. Their minions are pushing towards the side of Team Ice. They can either choose to take it down a turret or go take Kraken right here. And looks like they're just going to go walk in the jungle and probably take down a turret with it. Yeah.
All right, they have that minion wave now. We'll see if Ice Bash is willing to commit. So Ben goes in. There's a twirly Fun, and now Ice Bash, he's caught out.
Ooh.
Juan taking a lot of damage. A nice Vanguard, though, keeps him alive, followed by a reflex block. He's going to go Hardic as a Mother Fuji and is going to pay the price. So Adiga now just continuing to poke with that weapon damage.
All right, so I think HT overcommitted a little bit there. They definitely could have just whacked off on to take Kraken, and it would have been pretty free because it would be really tough for Team Ice to go and face check into all these bushes. But it looks like, Team Ice holds on for another day. And it looks like some Crystal Infusions are being used. Koska, Ice Ben, Ice Turk, both taking Crystal Infusions, and Adiga is still sitting on that Weapon Infusion.
Yeah, Ice is going to want to keep taking those Crystal Infusions because, like we've been talking about, they only get that one chance to really eliminate someone and then start an unfair fight of 3v2. Because if they fight 3v3, HC can always just kite out.
Most definitely. It looks like Ben just jumped on Kraken. Okay.
Well, all right, they're going to at least force a fight here. Bash, so you see Bash going to the tri-bush to see where HC is. Here comes a Hellfire Brew, and that is reflex block as well by Adiga. But the Kraken does go down, so Ice with a Kraken steal, a really quick, very committed Kraken attempt. They did not hesitate. And Palm, he tried a gauntlet there to separate, but it was way too late, and he goes down as well. So this caught HC completely unawares.
Yeah, so this is exactly what Ice was looking for. Koska was dead, Juan was down from the previous engagement, and now Kraken's on their side. They're probably going to be able to take down 2 turrets here, and it's going to be really, really difficult for HC to defend with just 2 members.
So for the people asking, we did reveal Candy Twirl Koska, the first Koska skin. We will also recap the Dark Parade Adagio skin. So stick with us if you missed the reveal. There'll be more chances to see it.
Most definitely. And right here, Kraken's just smacking with the turret. I do think this is probably only this next turret that's going to drop. I don't think it's going to be able to take a third one, but you never know. Arden is still down for 15 seconds, quite a while, and Ice is dropping pretty low, and HC should just be able to take this down. It might get 1 or 2 shots off, but other than that, I think the turret's safe.
All right. So they will get some gold from killing that Kraken. A lot of people getting to full builds, but now in the current update, you can buy infusions and other consumables without having to say sell your boots, which is really nice.
Thank goodness. I've been buying and selling so many boots. All right, so Team Ice bring it back to within the 2k gold advantage. And this game is getting really, really close. HC Adiga actually picked up another Crucible. I actually think this is a really big mistake on the side of Team HC. The breaking point is nice, but I don't know if he can survive long enough if he's just not doing damage, because Turk is going to be hitting really hard, and especially with the 3 Atlas Pauldrons on Team Ice, it's going to be tough for Adiga to do anything.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, Ice actually now has the advantage where they can just keep throwing their abilities down every time the cooldowns are off until they get that one good fight. And when they don't have, when their cool times are going, they can just back off because the lanes are now pretty even. Whereas HC is going to have that pressure to have to, probably overextend to actually force a good fight, but they're going to be the ones who take the risks here.
All right, Ice Bash, he does have his gauntlet up. Ice Ben and Ice Bash really looking to see what they can do here. They have a nice wave before they start to turret aggro.
Do you know what I think Team Ice should do here? They should just wait on Ringo's ultimate to come up and just keep using Hellfire Brew on the turret. I think that would actually be a pretty good way to take down these turrets and just force...
Juan here might get caught. And he goes in with a Pouncy Fun. There's a Vanguard that keeps him alive, followed by a Reflex block. So a lot of damage being mitigated here. A Yummy Catnip Frenzy is blocked and gets through the gauntlet while Ice Turk able to escape. But here comes the Hellfire Brew. That's going to kill him. And Achilles Shot goes in. There's the gauntlet that's going to prevent Ice Bash's escape. Oh, and he had another Reflex block. He was able to prevent that. Ice Ben trying to escape. Juan now. A Reflex block goes out, but Juan has plenty of room here. There's a Twirly Death. A Pouncy Fun will be enough to finish it probably. But an excellent Vanguard. He's going to escape to the Sanctuary. Ice Bash now. It turns as the turret aggro is on. He wants to put in a little more pressure if he can. Adiga's going to get out. Juan is going to get out. Ice Bash, though, an excellent Vanguard to keep his teammate alive.
And right there, that was about as good a fight as HC could possibly ask for. They were able to catch Ice just to fighting them head on. And that's really what Ice does not want to happen. Ice wants to poke down HC and just take turrets. HC wants to just barrel into the Team Ice and just fight them, and that's exactly what they did, and there was no way that Ice was going to win that fight once Ringo was dropped.
Yeah, so HC, this is how they're using their Crucibles correctly. Instead of reacting to Ice using their abilities first, they just plow through and keep activating those Crucibles back to back so that they can force Turkus to never able to channel his abilities at all, and he just has to run.
Most definitely. And right now, Team Ice does have both minion mines under their control, so they might be able to force something here. What I think they should do is just walk down the lane as 3 and just hit the turret.
Kraken is back up.
Ooh. Will anything happen here? This is where it could get a little bit tricky for Team HC because they are lacking a minion mine, so Team Ice could technically let the lane push, get free damage on a turret, and just camp around the Kraken, potentially forcing a 3v2. Oh, there's a mine there. Oh, he found it.
Yeah, Ice could also potentially, I mean, they're going to, right now it's going to be a little bit of an odd timing, so I think what they could do is wait for the lane to even out, and then put Ben and Bash in the lane and push the turret, because then HC is going to be very tempted to just say, all right, let's just Kraken right now while 2 are pushing the turret, and then we'll go back and fight them. During that time, Turkus, he is going Crucible. He can try to go for Steal or Harass on the side and then force HC to never really commit to one decision or the other.
This is actually really bad for Ice. I think HC's just going to run into them here. I don't see any reason HC would not just take this fight.
This is actually the reverse of what
All
we
right,
just
there's a
mentioned.
blood for blood in on Adiga. Meanwhile, Pouncy Fun, and you see a lot of reflex blocks come out. Ice Turk is caught. Now there's the Yummy Cat Frenzy. It does get reflex block. Turk continuing to kite. A gauntlet goes out, but that gets mitigated as well. You see all the Crucibles coming out. Here is a Hellfire Brew into the mix, and that takes down Adiga, and he's going to die. Turk continuing to poke from afar. He's putting some damage on Palm. He blood for bloods Ice Ben. In comes Juan Juan. There's a reflex block the other way. Now Ice Ben is chasing. Juan Juan is in trouble. He goes back in, tries a twirly death, trying to get one more kill before he dies. He is going to... No, he's not going to kill Ice Turk. He's going to go down as well. That is an ace for Ice.
Bash definitely the MVP in that fight.
Most definitely. I don't understand how Ice possibly won that, but they did, so props to them. My mind is blown.
Yeah, I mean, Bash with the crucial timing on his gauntlet really allowed Turkus to go way out and then get his brew down and force Adiga to just be taken out of the fight, and that should be the game right here.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't think HC is going to respawn quite in time for this, and Ice is just going to take this game. So, really interesting there. I definitely thought HC was going to take that last fight, the way they are positioned. However, Ice Turkus was able to walk out of it unscathed and just channel his entire Hellfire Brew onto Ringo, who this time did not have a Crucible ready for him. Look at these builds. There's 6 Crucibles on the side of HC.
Wow.
What in the world?
Never seen so much green in the entire build of a game on both sides, really.
There's
Sanity.
There's 10 Crucibles in this game.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Is this the EU meta?
This is the EU meta.
Where's Blueberries? Where's Don John?
There's no weapon.
You got to explain this to us, man.
There's no weapon. There's no crystal. It's only Crucibles. All right. So fantastic game coming out from Team HC and Team Ice. Thank you guys for playing, and we're going to see Team Ice again to take on the winner of the next match.
Yeah, so we're going to have Red versus Unknown coming up next. Here's Chobra, the legendary Chobra. If you joined us late,
this guy,
star of StarCraft and League fame, and now doing videos and all sorts of stuff for Vainglory. We're so excited, and of course we're incredibly excited to be to have launched in Korea and Japan. Say hello.
Yeah, hi again for those of you guys who missed me earlier. Chobra here from Korea, and just currently doing a lot of that content work in Korean for Vainglory, but excited to hopefully do more stuff just globally later on down the road here with Vainglory and all the Super Evil guys.
Fantastic. Can we show the Koska stuff again?
Yeah,
while you get that set up, because I know anyone who joined us late, we're going to show the Koska stuff, and we're going to give away 3,000 ice.
So this here is Canny Troll Koska, and this is Flash Art, and we can go show you off the in-game footage of her. Let's check it out. And I'm gonna go set this next game. Hope I can find everyone.
Chobra, any thoughts on starting to see skins come into Vainglory?
Super excited. I mean, when I first heard that you guys were preparing for that, I was like, well, I mean, as we've known with multiple other games, I mean, skins, personalization is what we want, but I think with the base heroes you have here in Vainglory and the designs you opt for as basic skins, it just allows for a little bit more fun.
And I don't know what you know, but the mysterious skin system, we're not revealing how that works yet.
Oh, right on. Yeah, no, I don't know too much, thankfully, so I won't be able to spill anything.
And I just realized I had this panic moment where I was like, oh my God, what does he know what to say? I haven't told him not to say anything. Yeah, so the skins.
Yeah, but the skins themselves. Yeah, I'm very excited. As we see here, it's still, you can still tell it's Koshi, you can still tell it's the same vibe, but definitely a fun take on Koska herself. And as we see more skins coming from you guys, I'm very excited for all of it. And see, what are people's favorites, right? We're gonna start to have kind of like skin wars where people argue which skins are better and such.
Nice, and we do have on the website now. I'll drop the link in again. We do have on the website now. If you want to see what the in-game model looks like close up, you want to hear some thoughts from Surprise Birthday on the skin. That is all live now. So get a link to that, and we'll drop that in. And later on, we'll also, for anyone who missed it, I don't know how you missed it, you should keep an eye on the in-game news section at all times. But if you missed Dark Parade Adagio, we can show that off as well.
Definitely.
I am going to do ice in just a moment. Hang in there, people. So here is the reveal. So skin reveal article. There's that. Just finishing up something. And then we will do the ice giveaway. Just getting that all ready to go. Okay, beautiful. Let me pull that up, and we will give away a bunch of ice. And at some point today, so this is going to be all 1,000 ice, but at some point today, we're going to do the one ice winner so that somebody can join Coding Man in that one ice club, which is a very elite company. Eventually, they'll be able to have their own guild, have their own match.
Oh my gosh, I can just imagine.
They got to take on Nemesis or whoever comes out of this bracket. For sure. All right, let's do some ice now.
All right.
Make sure you are following the channel. This is your last chance to follow the channel.
And right here, so this is Koska skin, and let's check out the Adagio one. Boom. Awesome.
Nice.
Very, very awesome. And we also have a video for this, so if you guys want to watch that too, let's do it. Boom.
All right, let's...
Yay for videos.
All right, so here is Dark Parade Adagio. And we are going to do some ice right now. So the first ice winner, Chobra, do you want to do the honors?
All right, our first ice winner is G Rodriguez 4445.
All right.
3 4s. There we go. Wanted to
Four,
make sure.
1,000 ice.
Yeah.
All right, so if
Congratulations.
you see this right now, tell us your Vainglory player name. Otherwise, send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch with your Vainglory player name, and we will make sure you get your ice.
Most definitely.
So that is the first winner.
So
Let me actually write that down so that I actually give the ice and don't just say it out loud here. And the next winner is...
what a nice name.
Oh, nice. A very fitting name, Halcyon Lord.
Halcyon Lord is the next winner.
The Lord of the Halcyon.
1,000 ice for Halcyon Lord. Congratulations, active member of the community. These are completely random. I'm just rolling with a Twitch tool. Chobra can attest
Yes.
to the validity.
I was about to say, I can testify.
Last winner.
And the last one is Trojan6541.
All right, so we're going to do 3 winners after every match, so a lot more to come. This is a winner of 1,000
Congratulations.
ice. So send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch with your Vainglory player name. If you can't figure out how to do that or you're on a mobile device, feel free to just send an email to support@superevilmegacorp.com. We'll make sure it happens. Trojan, I see you responding. If you're there, feel free to also just tell us your IGN right now. Oh, it's the second time. It's a second time winner. All right, then we're gonna do another winner then.
So many
another
winners.
winner then. That is a lot of winning. All right, there we go. I like this name too.
Oh, yeah, this one's pretty
Here's
good.
an extra bonus winner.
What's it to
What's
ya?
it to ya? Congratulations.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, what's it to ya? Winner of 1,000 ice. And I have Doer in my ear just pointing out that right up until 1.4 comes out, we're going to make these skins cooler and cooler and cooler. You're not even seeing the finals.
This is not even its final form.
It's not even the final form. So we'll be even cooler when they come out. So a lot more ice to come. We looked at Candy Twirl Koska. We looked at Dark Parade Adagio. And are we ready?
We are
ready to
ready.
do another match?
Let's do this.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
It's fun. And, I haven't had a chance to, watch and cast at least half of
Yeah.
the match live, so
And for any, I don't know who falls into this category out there. Oh, I see Blueberries is online, Vainglory League. I don't know who falls into this category, but if you grew up, as a high level player in StarCraft, like Surprise Birthday, or you've been a huge League fan, you know who this person is, and it's a little bit of a geek out moment. It's really exciting to have him here on site in the lair
Most
and
definitely.
Contributing to the matches. Really fun.
I thought they were going for a triple melee comp at first. One thing we're gonna have to start doing. These teams have been asking for bans. So maybe next week we're gonna have
They can make their.
They can,
if the two
next
teams
time-
want to do it, they can do it.
I think usually like one team wants it, but I think next time I think we're just gonna make it a rule. One ban per team. It'll make it more exciting. See a little bit more diversity out there.
I'm opposed to it because I think we got to build up the hero roster first.
Fair
but
enough.
you call the shots, George. So
We'll see.
If Zken says there's a ban, then there's going to be a ban.
We'll think about
Unless
it.
maybe he's overruled by Chobra.
Looking at these team comps right now, I don't know if this is what they're gonna lock in. But we have no idea what Red Bull's playing. He's just randomly picking things. Come on.
I was looking at Red's team. I was
Yeah.
getting a little excited there.
I was so excited. I was like, there's Scarf, there's Celeste. Oh my goodness. And then of course they lock in Vox and Koska.
All right, so this is Team Red, maybe the most well-known team kind of across the pond. I think people all over know who Team Red is, playing Team Unknown. And for those in North America, getting a chance to see some of the great EU teams battle it out today.
Should be good.
Looks like I gotta look at these names now. So Red Wolf, Rafe29, and Jetpacks, who is a broadcaster. I see him streaming.
And on the other side, we will find out shortly as soon as the game loads in. Loading. Okay, there we go. We have Mozazi, NKN, Cream, and Red Emption.
I love all the
That's
people.
so confusing.
I love all the people putting in chat what kind of skins they want to see. Keep that coming. We do pay attention. There are people taking notes. We're really, really fun to be moving in, not just moving into skins, but also getting close to unveiling the skin system. So we'll keep an eye on the types of skins you're looking for sure.
All right, looks like we might have a level 1 battle early on. So they're both hiding in these bushes. Blue team actually does see red side walk in. So
All right,
this
we'll see
could be a bit
if
iffy.
Jetpacks breaks out the Shinkaigen Krull build that I tried to use against Nemesis.
I appreciate this. These EU teams are not going for those crazy level 1 fights because those swing the game really, really hard. I do feel like whichever team comes out on top generally has a huge advantage coming out. So it's actually a pretty big risk to go into those level 1 fights.
Skrillex Vox skin.
Skrillex Vox, oh goodness.
The calls for playoff cat.
Yeah, so this
We
is
we know people want to see that pinup jewel skin or Riot, the kind of old school World War II jewel.
So I see both jungle sides just mirroring each other, just going in for a quick clear. And the lane is going to actually be very interesting because Vox actually technically has a tough time against Ringo, but he's actually doing really, really well right now. I'm thinking Ringo went for a few poor trades early on because what usually happens is Ringo can kind of run at Vox because he just out-trades him with Twirling Silver on.
I do not think we can get the rights for Han Solo, Ringo, and Chewbacca Glaive, but I appreciate the sentiment, Bentar1, and
That'd be
appreciate
amazing.
your videos.
Oh yeah, Bentar1. If you haven't checked out his videos, they're fantastic. Check them out.
Ben Tim. I
Good
hope
stuff.
Ben Tim and Bentar are the same person. I
Oh.
don't know. Probably
Good
is.
point. I'm not sure.
Skeletor Crawl. These other IPs, I don't think we're going to get rights to other IPs, but I love the thinking. Really fun. All right, we have a Ringo versus a Vox. What do you think about that lane matchup? I know you like Ringo.
I do like Ringo. I actually think Ringo does quite well against Vox. I think once Ringo gets the first, because Ringo should be able to get the first buy. He can shove out Vox, put Vox at his turret, and then just run down to the shop, buy real fast, and just have an iron advantage over Vox, and just continuously pressure him out. And when Vox leaves the lane, he just shove it back to the tower. Vox loses some far and just slowly gets more and more behind.
Oh, and for the people asking, what's the Super Evil Mega Raid today? It will be SAR and Eclipsium are going. We're going to host them after. They're going to have a special broadcast. They're supposedly going to have some really high elo matches in that stream. Fuji and a bunch of people are going to show up for that. Incredibly entertaining. Should be a lot of fun, and they'll have some ice they can give away as well.
Most definitely. A little bit of an early fight coming on right here. I actually really like the Vox pick here. Blue side Team Red had, this is going to be extremely confusing. Team Red is Team Blue, and Red Redemption is on
Why did you
Team
do this to us?
Red.
Why, Zkent? Why?
I got confused by Redemption. And fun fact, apparently Redemption actually left Team Red about a week ago. Or
Oh!
so this is the grudge
This
match.
is bad blood right here.
This
Oh
is
wait,
gonna
so
be good.
Redemption is not on Team Red.
He is not.
That was like
but
the
he
way I
is-
was gonna
But he is
tell.
on
But
Team
he's
Red
on
in
Team
game.
Red.
Oh god,
He's
this
red.
is horrible. This is even worse than the last match. Oh, Ringo going in deep now, and he's going to be able to pick up a kill on his former guild member.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Ringo, he with Rolling Silver on, he is completely out-trades Vox. Vox can do nothing against that, and Vox should just really play safe as turret.
All right, so Team Red clearly not pleased that Redemption left for greener pastures with Team Unknown and putting a little hurt on there early. I am going to be a complete mess. I think the only thing I can do is remember that red is blue. I think so long as I do that, because there are red members on both teams, and I will blame Vainglory League for allowing that to happen. No, actually, I really appreciate him helping coordinate all this stuff. But yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So one thing about these team comps, I actually think the Cruel pick could be a little bit dangerous here for Team Red. Yes, Team Red. Because Vox is really mobile. He can get away from Cruel fairly easily. Arden can just walk up to Cruel, slow him, and just walk away. And I don't really think Cruel wants to be killing Arden. And Koska is actually pretty good fighting against Cruel because her base damages are actually quite high. So she doesn't need to rely too much on anything else other than maybe an Aftershock and just a little bit of her natural ability spam.
I'm glad you're focused on quality analysis while I'm just reading the funny skin ideas in the chat.
Darn you, playoff beard.
It's too entertaining. All right. So Jetpacks now, I have seen him on Twitch broadcasting. He's an active member of the community. He's in the forums. He's pretty much everywhere. So it will be good to see him. Oh, and now Red Wolf getting caught. There's a Pouncy Fun, followed by a Twirly Death. Koska able to go deep. She's going to have to back off, though. Does not get the kill. Now we have Cream is in trouble. He just gets out. So a couple narrow escapes there.
And that's the thing, like, Cruel early on doesn't do too much damage. However, his level 6 is quite good because of From Hell's Heart. And right now, he's just not going to be able to do too much, especially keeping up with the Koska. There's nothing that can keep up with the Koska at this point in the game. She runs way too fast when she gets her stacks going. Alrighty, and right here we see Red Wolf. He did manage to survive that gank, but he lost quite a bit of CS at the turret. So he probably lost about a wave or two, which is a little bit rough. And Redemption is actually... He's actually still quite far behind. He's 29 CS to Red Wolf's 40. So that is actually where the biggest difference is coming right now.
All right, so we see a weapon Vox. We know you can play Vox. Not only can you play Vox jungle or lane, but you can definitely play him crystal or weapon. What do you like to see, different in terms of playstyle when you go weapon Vox versus crystal Vox?
I actually disagree with going weapon Vox here, but the reason he's going weapon Vox is because Koska does do mostly crystal damage, so it makes sense. But crystal Vox would actually be extremely good against the double melee of Team Red. This is so confusing. But,
at least the unknown Cream has unknown in his name, so that
Yes.
will help a little bit.
okay, if Team Red wins this game, I'm just going to put them on Red side next time.
Please do.
Yes. Okay.
Jetpack's running, using his perk there to run away. This doesn't seem very in character for Carl.
So one thing about the weapon Vox is that he can burst really, really hard. So their goal might be SB. Instead of, trying to bounce resonance off of Team Red, they're going to be trying to, if Crow runs in, just explode him. Explode him as soon as you can, and it'll just turn into a 3v2. And Weapon Vox is really good at it because if he gets a little bit of crit, if he gets some Tyrant's Michael, some Sorrow Blades, he just does so much damage with that Sonic Zoom that, I don't know, I don't really think anything will be able to survive against it.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested because right now the next kind of content I'm working on for the Korean community is explaining Weapon Vox and the perks, the advantages and disadvantages. So interested to see how this plays out towards the later portion.
So we see Unknown multiple times trying to come up and gank his 3 and catch the Ringo. It's worked once. For the people saying, why don't you host DZ? I can't wait to host DZ again. He's just got some amazing stuff going on in his channel right now. So many innovations. We have hosted him before. Zekan actually joined on green screen. But now back to the action. So we have Wraith just able to escape after a skirmish there. Jetpack's looking to make something happen. And that is already over.
Yeah, that was actually pretty surprising that nothing more happened there. I definitely thought that Unknown was going to go for probably an ult onto, just anyone. Because Cream, he's level 7. Arden's level 5. He doesn't have a reflex block. That would have been pretty free, I feel.
Thumbs up going out from Team Red, which is Team Blue.
Great. I've ruined everything, haven't I?
A little bit, but make it
Goldmine is
interesting.
going down for Team Red. So that's actually going to be a nice gold boost for them. And it's now, 1k gold lead for Team Red. Let's see. Right now, levels pretty even across the board. Cream is a little bit ahead, but he's matched by Wolf. And Redemption is the same level as Jetpacks. However, the farm is slightly going in the favor of Team Red, which is, just because Ringo is pretty against Vox in lane. So not too surprising there. And they didn't manage to kill the Vox. So they only managed to kill Vox once, which isn't too bad.
A lot of requests for a Black Hole Celeste. That could be cool.
Celeste.
We'll have to see what Chainsaw would do with that.
Mm.
All right, now, so Red Wolf and Redemption just trying to make sure they don't miss any lane farm.
Yeah, looking at the CS, 57 at 9 minutes in. That's pretty solid. Like, that is a pretty good number to aim for, I think.
What's a Z-Kent number?
I don't actually know. I think I usually have like 70 or 80 at 10. But it really depends on what I'm playing, too. If I'm helping my teammates more in the jungle, then obviously my farm is going to be lower. And I generally try to help my teammates as much as possible. But if I'm just sitting in lane farming, I can get, most of the higher tier players can get some pretty good numbers up there.
Yeah, well, that's what Redemption's been taking advantage of here, is that he has more mobility as Vox, so he's been forcing Red Wolf to also join his teammates in the jungle roaming. That's helped to actually even out the CS a little bit from the early disadvantage that Vox had.
So this is interesting. Redemption has a weapon infusion. He's level 8. So it's not going to be doing a huge amount, but it's actually, the extra armor and shield on top of the attack speed is actually quite good for these early fights.
So we'll see if he triggers it. We'll see if they go in and trigger it. They would clearly want to fight.
They're looking for this.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they are. Rafe may be going for a gauntlet.
What
So there's a
infusion
blood for
used?
blood the other way. Here comes Jetpacks in on Redemption. A Yummy Catnip Frenzy catches End Cream. He's in trouble. There comes the gauntlet down. Red Wolf can't escape. He has to turn and fight. Redemption is going to go down. Now they turn on Mose. So this fight ended up working out for Team Red.
So that is actually the power of Cruel right there. Cruel was able to just stack, stacks of weakness onto the members of Team Unknown. I was going to say Red, but that'd be extremely confusing. So, and by doing so, he just dramatically reduced the amount of damage that they were dealing.
And he is going, I do like to see this, kind of my favorite, most fun crawl build here. Going a little attack speed, maxing Spectral Smite, building a Shiver Steel, which is fantastic now as it'll proc on Dead Man's Rush. You see End Cream getting caught. A Blood for Blood goes out. He's taking a lot of damage. The Smite, he's going to drop the Smite. No, he's not going to be able to drop the Smite.
Hellfire Brew? Nope, can't see
Oh,
him.
he's going to make it out. So Redemption now
Hellfire Brew.
taking an Achilles shot and a lot of damage from Red Wolf.
Oh, no.
The rivalry is real here.
Most definitely. And right here, you're really
did
seeing...
I just said is real. I'm sorry.
It's all good. All right, so you can definitely see the advantage of Ringo against Vox in these fights. I do feel like if this were a Crystal Vox, these fights would definitely be going more in favor of Team Unknown. But because it is a Weapon Vox, he's just not doing enough damage right now. And I think they could.
Will Red Wolf get caught here? Oh, he just gets out as the flare goes up. Jetpack's now retreating. He's taking Sonic Zoom Fire. We know how mobile Vox is, staying on Jetpacks. Rafe is in trouble. Now there comes a wait for it. A Yummy Catnip Frenzy gets reflex block. Jetpacks is not going to be able to escape, though. A sword came out. The Hellraiser sword did come out, but it wasn't enough to protect him, and he goes down.
From Hell's Heart, doing some serious work right there. And Goldmine does go down for Team Unknown, so bringing the gold back to about a 3,000 gold advantage for Team Red.
I love how Tactical Pinup brought her whole crew here, advocating in the chat. We see you guys. Thank you for your support, for playing and enjoying the game.
Most definitely. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. And right here, we see Mozzie going in onto Red Wolf. However, Red Wolf does have a reflex block.
All right, so Vanguard is going to help Red Wolf create the distance he needs. Cream taking some poke. There's a gauntlet, though. It's catching two members, but a reflex block is going to be able to create the distance necessary. Cream is in trouble. He takes a smite, and now will he go down as Jetpacks pursues? The Hellfire Brew is going to take him out. Rafe retreats, but he's in trouble. The Gold Miner is aggroing. Redemption is going to go down. Mose is in a terrible position now. Vanguard not enough, and there's the ace.
These are some bloody team fights. Like, everyone's just dying over
Oh
and
my
over.
goodness. And Mose, like, there had to be that moment when he realized that he turned into all three members of the team rather than trying to go go up and around the other way.
Most definitely. Definitely thought his teammates would be alive a little bit longer than they actually
Yeah,
were.
for sure.
And right here, you see Team Red taking some serious advantages, taking out another turret, 12.3k to 7.6.
All right, so if Red wins, we will make sure they're on Red team next time.
Most definitely.
And they will take on the winner of the last match to establish the initial King of the Hill out of the EU bracket.
And they're taking back the gold mine. That's not going to pay out too much, but might as well. I think they can defend it pretty well.
Yeah, 1345, you know it's going to pay out at 15. Might as well get it now if it's free.
So one thing Team Red could do right here is have Ringo pick up a weapon infusion and just try ending the game. They're so far ahead that they really want to push their advantage, and buying a weapon infusion at this point is actually a huge amount of effective gold, I think. It's about, like, the stats it gives you is probably about 3,000 worth. So trading like 500 gold for that is basically super, super worth it if you think you can do some serious damage.
Yeah, we talked about earlier how Team Unknown has to kind of focus on just Crow running in and then taking him out. But with that Shiver Steel, actually, Crow poses such a threat to Vox that the second he gets hit, he's going to get caught. So Vox has been forced to actually just run instead of being able to kite to his full potential, which is allowing Team Red to put out all their damage through Red Wolf.
Most definitely. And right now, because it is a weapon box, he's not able to use those resonance procs off of Krull to do any damage to his teammates.
Yeah.
So he's just forced to fight Krull, which is not going to work out for him, especially when you're slowed by weakness.
And I'm sorry, I have a special announcement. Vainglory's original hot dog broadcaster is in the chat.
Oh my goodness.
Frizzle McFizzle, hello. One day you will have to come on the live stream and explain to us why
You're a hot
you
dog.
play Vainglory in a hot dog suit.
One day.
welcome to the live stream.
Yeah, so that's one thing that Team Red did really well. They took down the gold mine, and they knew that there was no way that Team Unknown would be able to take it back, so they basically got 2 free gold payouts, and now they have control of the Kraken area. Look at these scout traps. They're everywhere. Look at this. There's like 5 or 7 on 8 on my screen. What the heck?
All right, asking for a group in the tri-brush, clearing out some mines. Mose seems like he wants to fight.
They do not want to fight.
Well, they're aggressing though, unless they just want to try to clear out these mines. But he was calling for a group.
All right. So they have flares on each other. They know where everyone is. Raph, Mike? No, I don't think he's going in. His teammates aren't even remotely close to him.
Calls for hot dog Arden.
Hot dog garden. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so
Jetpacks looking to take advantage of Shadow's Empower Me. You can see there he comes out, looking to put some weakness stacks on, takes a blood for blood in the face. He doesn't care, he's undead.
this is true. And I don't think he's gonna die anytime soon. He's quite tanky. And,
Who would be the best person to initiate this fight?
Obviously Jetpacks can just go in and...
Alright, here we go. A silence comes out from the Vox. Reflex blocks everywhere. A Vanguard to cover some ground. Cream is going to be the first to go down. Redemption now is being targeted by the blue team, which is really the red team. And he goes down as well. Now Mose, once again, all on his lonesome against 3. And that's not going to work out.
Yeah, not a chance there. I don't really think Team Unknown should have tried to take that fight. They're quite behind right now, and there's just absolutely no way that they could possibly win that fight. Team Red Wolf is actually going in for a little more damage on this turret. He's gonna do quite a bit to it, actually. Might be able to take it down now. Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, just taking advantage of the ace and the buff here to put some damage in. The minion should actually be able to do quite a bit more here.
And Red Wolf right there, I think his infusion just ran out, so that was a pretty fortunate timing for them. He used an infusion like 3 minutes ago, and it just ran out right as the fight ended. So good stuff on his end. And right now, there's Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken.
This is going to be completely uncontested. The flare goes up. It won't matter. Now we'll see if Team Red escorts the Kraken. They're going to quickly buy here.
Honestly, I think they can just leave it alone, and it would just end the game by itself. I don't think Team Unknown even has the damage
But
to deal
your
with
normal optimism is gone.
I am
Rafe going in deep. There's a
but-
blood for blood on Vox. Cream is going to be caught in a very bad way. Yummy Cat in Frenzy is reflex blocked. He is going to be the first to go down from a Spectral Smite. Turning now on Redemption. He maybe shouldn't have left red. Weapon Infusion goes up. It's not going to be enough. He's Sonic Zooming and kiting, but he's going to go down as well. And once again, poor solitary Mose left alone. Going to recall now and get to the cover of the turrets. Thumbs up goes out. Oh, he gets caught by Krull. The weakness goes out. The gauntlet is going to trap him. This will be an ace.
That's rough. And
Krull,
that's
so
game.
nice play by Krull. GG's.
Yeah, Jetpacks
All
with some
around.
really nice plays and just a lot of good confidence here.
Most definitely, and playing Cruel is a little bit tricky because your early game is actually not too strong. However, once you get going, you get a little bit of tanky items, and you can just stick to the targets that you need to. You can completely shut down an enemy team by yourself.
All right.
So fantastic play from Team Red, and thanks for Team Unknown for coming out to play with us. And it's going to be Team Red versus Team Ice for the next match.
Team Red versus Team Ice. Thank you to Team HC, the Rooster Brethren, and Team Unknown for their participation. And now Red versus Ice. With
Should
Red
be good.
on the red team.
side,
I
yeah.
see, hey, I see Eclipsium is in the chat. Really excited to host you and your brother after the live stream today. They will have
Alrighty.
Ice to give away.
So we're back, and I'm going to be moving. Let's see, gotta boot these guys out. Gotta move these guys down to the red side, thank goodness, and re-invite Team Ice.
All right, for anyone who joined us late, maybe we should show the Koska reveal. So we have revealed Candy Twirl Koska skin today. We'll show it one more time for anyone who joined us late.
Alrighty. One moment.
And I will give away some ice. Make sure you're following the channel. You have to follow the channel to be eligible to win ice.
This is Candy Twirl Koska. Awesome
That
stuff.
is Candy Twirl Koska.
And here she is in game. Boop. Hello.
Oh, Wen is here.
Are you gonna get
Ready
someone
Player
one?
One. Come on camera, say hello. Ready Player One with the most amazing tradition ever. The One Ice giveaway. To join the One Ice Guild, which is
my
the king of the hill, all on their own. They're their own server region. All right, we're going to do it right now.
Right now.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player
Who
One.
is the winner
Everybody,
of one
hold on.
single solitary icicle?
But everybody has to hashtag One Ice Guild.
Oh, all right. You want me to make it an active thing?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. So
I'm
everyone,
gonna be right back. You guys are so lazy.
we're gonna go to a keyword. What do you want this keyword to be? One Ice Guild. All right, with the number one Ice Guild. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. So you have to do this. So type this. One Ice Guild.
Woo!
One Ice Guild. The case sensitivity matters. Put One Ice Guild. Just like I did. One Ice Guild.
Amazing. So this is going to be the second member
Yes.
to our One Ice Guild.
Joining Coding Man.
Right. It's a very prestigious guild.
All right, we're just going to give it a second, let everyone get in. This is much better than winning 1,000 ice. Because who can say they won a single ice from Super Evil Megacorp for use on nothing? All right, I think we are ready. The winner of one single ice is... Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh my!
my!
Oh my!
What happened?
Well,
Oh my.
Who won?
chocolate balls for you. Welcome to the One Ice Guild.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Excellent name.
Oh my goodness. Chocolate balls for you. Welcome to the One Ice Guild. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chocolate balls for you. You joined Coding Man. I suggest the two of you go on the forums, find each other, or band or line or wherever you want. Find each other so that you can, once you have 3 members, then you can take on Nemesis or Red or whoever you want. You have just like it's like winning a ladder match in WWE. It's just like you can kind of just call it in whenever you want, and ask for that match. You just have the right to face a team whenever you want if you're in the One Ice Guild. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Welcome
you
to
guys.
the One Ice Guild.
Please send play off your in-game name.
Chocolate balls for you. If you're still here, tell us your Vainglory player name. Just tell us right now.
Alrighty, so I have all players in the match. We're ready to start as soon as we get this guy's name.
Hi, Brian Glory.
How are you doing, Ready Player One?
I'm doing good. It's been a crazy week.
Doing
Are
good?
you excited that the legendary Chobra is here with
I'm
us?
so excited.
I'm getting more and more
I am
uncomfortable. Hear the adjective tacked on. More and more just keep coming. But thank you.
I am so excited.
What adjective would you use to describe?
Amazing.
This fine gentleman.
So you're the
Articulate,
legendary, amazing, articulate,
um,
one of a kind,
smart, handsome,
vainglorious.
Wow. All right.
vainglorious.
Fabled.
Oh.
Okay.
That's like
Oh.
the fabled.
I've heard a tale of a man named Chobra.
Slightly evil.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
Not quite super evil.
Chocolate balls for
learning
you.
my way.
Tell us your what is your IGM? I want to make sure. I just want to make absolutely sure. I want to make absolutely sure that we get you your one ice.
All right. Shall we get this game going? Or
Yeah.
should we wait for our chocolate balls?
I'm gonna.
Can we do one more giveaway before
Oh no,
I
we're
run
gonna.
off?
We gotta do two more. So we can do
One
the ones
more.
like you.
Can we do 1-337? Do a league giveaway?
You want to do 1,000?
337 ice.
Yes, whatever you say.
Oh my.
All right. So chocolate balls for you. Congratulations. That's the one ice club. I'll make a special note of that. We're moving on to how much ice again?
1-337.
1,000.
He said his name was Chocolate Balls with capital
Oh.
VNC.
Okay, wait. Oh, chocolate
Oh, that's his in-game name?
That's his name.
balls.
His or hers?
Okay, fantastic. The winner of 1,337 ice is
Is
Womp, womp, womp.
Dracuza?
Dracuza.
Dracuza?
Dracuza.
You've won 1,337 ice. Congratulations.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, you guys have a great stream. Make Chobra feel at home. We're super excited to have him in the lair.
And send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch. Tell us. Oh, they're all typing 1337, which is great and not necessary. You tell us one more number, and we'll
One
actually
more
have them
number?
type it. Yeah.
What about Chobra? Can Chobra pick one?
Oh yeah.
555.
555 ice. So everyone who's typing 1337 now type 555.
Yep.
Type 555 to be eligible to win 555 ice.
555 whole
To
ice.
Cheesy
This is amazing.
staring at me creepily from the other
He's
side of the
pretty creepy.
camera.
Did you?
Why? Why,
Do you
dude?
disapprove?
You have to come a little bit this way because people can only see
okay,
half
yeah.
your face. We have Evil Finn also stalking us off camera. Everyone's in with their 555s. Who will win 555 glorious icicles for unlocking heroes and maybe other super secret stuff to come in Vainglory? The winner is...
Master 8321.
All right.
Congratulations.
Nice,
The
congratulations.
winner of 555 ice. Oh, we did the Japan event, but come here, Evil Finn. Tell us again.
All right.
Tell us again.
Tell me more.
And then we'll do the next match. All right, tell us about the Japan event.
I'm waving.
She's very occupied right now.
Waiting
Don't
and talking
distract
is
her.
really hard at the same time.
It's actually impossible.
Cross the donkey bridge and tell us about this event.
So this is a great donkey bridge to the event in Japan. So we're going back to Japan. Yay!
Yay!
So a partner of ours, AppBank, who's building strategy guides and doing awesome stuff. Actually, they made a video earlier this week. They are doing a Vainglory tournament in Japan. And the semifinals are this Sunday in Tokyo. So that
And you don't have to be live on site in Tokyo, right? You just be a guild and sign up for this.
Yeah, correct. And you need to have a team. And so yeah, the semifinals are on Sunday, but they're actually a physical event, so people will meet together and play. And the two who win will make it to the finals, which are on the 26th in Tokyo. So that's our 25th in the stateside. And that will be a big finale.
Hey,
I know
Debs.
it's very confusing with the time differences.
Hey, Debs, who dat cute chick? I don't. They're both cute. So
This guy, right?
Ready Player One.
This guy?
Evil Finn.
Playoff beard?
Zekan. Zekan. Group hug. The permanent smile. Hashtag permanent
He's
smile.
pretty cute. He's pretty cute. He's
He's
pretty
pretty
cute.
cute, yeah. Where was I? So yes, the finale, the grand finale between the two best teams in Japan
You
will
can
be
kick
on
it
the
off if you want.
26th in Nico Shokaigi, which is a huge event with over 120,000 people, and that will be on the AppBank stage over there and streamed on Nico, and it's gonna be amazing. So that's happening.
And we'll tweet out a link for people to check
We'll
it out.
tweet out.
I've been putting it in the chat like 100 times.
Yeah, and you can apply now on vainglory.appbank.com. There's all of that information over there. So go there. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right, fantastic. So we have the winners match now to determine
Boom.
the initial
Boom.
King of the Hill in
Oh.
EU. Before we go off the air, we are definitely going to do viewer matches on the EU servers. So if you want to play with Zken and you are in the EU server region, add Zken EU. So it's Zken
Capital Z, capital E, capital
EU
U.
to play in viewer matches.
Maybe playing viewer matches.
Yeah, to maybe play
So,
viewer matches.
Evil Finn is now fighting Chainsaw over there.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
now they're walking out.
They're the toughest people. Alexander Kraus wants 3,223
Will this be the Scarf?
to the 100th degree of ice.
Will this be Scarf? Come on, please. No.
Oh, you wanted a scarf in this
I
game?
wanted a Scarf in this game. It would have been amazing.
All right, so
This
Ringo
is not
very
Skipper.
popular today.
Ringo is very popular today. He's quite strong. He is like probably the most lane dominant range sniper in the game right now.
Voidcore wants to see a fat walrus.
A fat walrus?
I don't even know what hero that's referring to.
A fat walrus.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe a new hero.
All right, so we have Team Ice on the blue side with Turkis.
Oh,
Ben,
thank goodness.
and
All
Bash.
right.
Okay.
Ringo, Koska, and Arden
Oh.
versus Team Red, who is actually on the red side this time, as Cruel, Arden, and Ringo.
Jetpack's going curl again. He's starting Spectral Smite. He's going that Spectral Smite heavy build. Jetpacks might get caught here.
I think they're fine. They're just
Right.
buying scout traps. Everyone's just buying scout traps.
So the nice shot. So the window shopping next to one another.
And it looks like both the Ringos are going to head up the lane, so we do have 20 silver on both of them. However, Ice Turkis has already used his, so will he get a little bit of advantage here?
Oh,
Push the
Cookie
lane?
Pro.
Nope.
Cookie Pro, don't worry. We will definitely have an SA bracket of King of the Hill. For sure. Absolutely.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, we have a Liga tournament going on right now that we're featuring in the news stream. So definitely getting some love.
So that is interesting. Turk actually probably should have fought that because Red Wolf was actually right into the middle of the minion line. So he would have actually out-traded Red Wolf if he just auto-attacked him back. But he didn't, so he ended up on the little bit of the worst side of that trade.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because Team Red, I mean, both teams going with the same composition here. But Team Red, last time I think they did have it, in some ways, actually a little bit easier because there was an enemy Vox on the other side. So while Vox is mobile, his mobility is his only defense, whereas Ringo will be able to actually kite a little bit better, in my opinion.
All right, Jetpack's coming in now. He's going to have some stacks on Bash. He's not going to be able to pull the trigger on Spectral Smite, though.
This is the great... I wonder who got that.
It's really fun watching Jetpack set up the Shadows Empower Me and then run out of the brush. Takes a lot less time to get that heroic perk off these days in the current update. So really fun to see Curls back in the mix. We've been seeing a lot of Curl today.
Most definitely. And Red Wolf is actually taking a pretty good advantage. Well, I'm not sure. He's actually might be down in CS after these minions hit the tower because Turk is actually at 9 compared to Red Wolf's 12, and he still has 4 minions to kill. So this could be good for Turk if he gets all of them.
Yeah, Red Wolf possibly just looking for a quicker buy, even if the net gold might be a little bit behind for him. That way they can go for a kind of window roaming here for Team Red.
Most definitely, and that's a really good option to do. Like if you're able to just push your lane opponent into the tower and just immediately go by, you can actually come back to lane a little bit stronger and just pressure them out of the
Red
lane.
Wolf
after a
really
while.
deep, triggering a Twirling Silver. Not much kiting there, just making sure he gets to safety.
So right now, Red Wolf is sitting on 1.15 thousand, and Ice Turk is sitting about the same amount. So it's pretty even in the lane right now, and neither of them have gone to shop. So this is actually quite interesting. I definitely thought Red Wolf would go for a quick buy there.
All right, we're seeing an early Swift Shooter on the crawl, so he's going to be focused on Spectral Smite. Wraith comes in, he walks right into Ice Bash and backs away. So the Arden's with a little fist bump.
Boom.
Starting the boxing match, always have a little fist bump. Here comes Koshkin with a Pouncy Fun. Just a little bit of poke, a little bit of skirmishing. Jetpack's looking there, he triggers.
Oh, he didn't jump to caution.
He's going to be able to get a Spectral Smite off here this time. Oh, not again.
That's interesting. I
Triggered
definitely
that a
thought
little
Bash,
earlier.
Bash could have saved a little bit of damage there just by jumping to Koshka instead of himself, but I think that worked out in the end. He's fine. But Team Red is actually pretty healthy in the jungle, but Koshka is actually level 4 to Jetpack's level 3, so not too bad. I mean, the thing Team Red is doing is they're sharing experience between Arden and Cole very well, and Team Ice is definitely putting more emphasis on leveling up like Koshka.
So if you go with this type of crawl, you just want to get as many attacks on as you can, build up those stacks, and then make sure you drop the hammer before it's too late. An Achilles shot, and Red Wolf took a little bit of damage there from the Arden and is able to back away, but he's going to have to be careful now. He has to live in a little bit of fear.
Most definitely. However, Red Wolf is still pretty healthy in terms of energy. He has full energy. This means that anytime anyone comes to him, he can slow him. Like, Arden's going to jump to him with the blood for blood, and he's just going to drop a Achilles shot and walk away.
So Taste the Rainbow says, Red in 17 to 20 minutes, as long as Jetpacks and Wraith stay away from Koska and Arden, they will be okay. We'll see if it plays out. The way says, oh, all right, I'm sorry.
However, Team Red is actually taking a lot of damage from these scout traps and just random jungle harass. So right now, they're both their junglers are down to half health, and this could be a little bit iffy for them.
I see the guys from the Fold podcast are here. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. Really fun, especially good if you're newer to the game or if you're looking to climb out of the kind of not bad decentish area. Really wonderful broadcast that they do, a podcast that they do, along with I saw Brad from Shatter the Vein here as well. So the podcast's representing today in the live stream.
Yeah, so right now Team Ice is channeling a lot of gold onto Koska. She has 24 CS in the jungle already, and she's level 5. So out-leveling basically everyone. Red Wolf is the same level, but it's very, very close. And you can actually see the experience bar on Ben is actually almost level 6. He's literally 1 minion away. And once he hits 6, it could be really, really dangerous for him.
Ice Bash clearing the scout traps. Wraith now. So there's a blood for blood. He vanguards to the other side to the crawl. So a nice little move there. And Achilles shot goes out, slows him. But there won't be a team fight here. So that a really nice little play, something you can think about as Arden. A lot of the time players only think about vanguarding to protect an ally, but you can also vanguard to reposition yourself or for a clutch escape. So always pay attention to the positioning of your allies. If there's an ally close enough, you can vanguard to them over a wall just to escape a fight that you're not ready for.
And that goes for your teammates too. So if you have an Arden on your team, if they're trying to escape, try to just take one step back so they can escape with you rather than just hightailing yourself and letting your Arden.
Peace, I'm out!
Really, really important. If you can position yourself so that you're within range of a Vanguard to help your Arden escape in a pinch, can make a really big difference.
Most definitely. And right now it could be a little bit dangerous for Team Red because they have no reflex box quite yet, and Ben is level 6. So are they going to go for a gank on Red Wolf? This is very, very possible. Maybe.
He's not crossing that 50-yard line.
Oh, the scout trap. That scout trap. Oh, they see it. So, good play by him. He was able to pull back and keep himself safe. If Ben was able to get her ultimate off, I'm pretty sure he would have died.
Yeah, so that window is kind of passed now for Ice. That's what they were looking for earlier when we saw them waiting in that tri-brush in the enemy region, trying to just go for the advantage from Koska.
Ice Bash, he blocks an Achilles shot there. Turk is taking a lot of damage, though. You can see the power of the Krull in the current update. Much, much stronger now.
So interesting that neither team threw out any ultimates. So they were both pretty wary of each other, and they chose to go with the safer route.
No one wants to make a mistake here, as things can turn quickly. We know how dangerous Red is if they can get an advantage. And now Ice is going to get caught napping. Jetpacks is able to save his Spectral Smite. So you can see Jetpacks saving his Spectral Smite just to make sure that he can finish off that gold miner.
Most definitely.
That might be familiar to Chobra. The only hero who can do it.
Alrighty, so we have, Ice is just going with the double laner, and they're not really getting too much of an advantage on Red Wolf, so this is a little bit iffy in my opinion. However, they're getting Koska pretty far ahead. She's level 8 already to anyone closest is level 7, and she's already a healthy amount into level 8, so she's doing quite well for herself.
For anyone who joined us late, we have revealed Candy Twirl Koska skin. We will show it again, and we have the fabled Chobra here with us. Of StarCraft and League of Legends fame, now working on Vainglory, doing Vainglory videos and all sorts of great stuff, and we're so excited about that. Bash goes in with a blood for blood. Shadows Empower Me comes out. Jetpacks with a Dead Man's Rush, following up on Ice Ben, but Jetpacks now. Oh, so you see Spectral Smite come out, and the health bars seesaw one way and then the other. Here's a Hellfire Brew, and Ice Ben is going to go down. Jetpacks now turning away from Ice Bash. So you see there, that's classic Krull. Just when it looks like he's going to die, he drops the smite, his health bar goes up, the enemy's health bar goes down, he ends up surviving that fight, and that's what you can get, especially when you're maxing out Spectral Smite. So there's really two ways to think about Krull. You can max Dead Man's Rush by proc items like Aftershock and focus on the on-hit damage that you do now that Dead Man's Rush procs those basic attack effects, or you can focus on Spectral Smite like Jetpacks is here, get some attack speed along with some defense, and really focus on swinging those fights with dropping the Spectral Smite. Red Wolf gets caught by Hellfire Brew and goes down. Yummy Catnip Frenzy on Wraith. He's not going to escape either. So Ice with a nice little sequence there. Zken, what did they do well there?
So they noticed that Red did not go back or, really go heal. So they were able to walk out of the base immediately after they just got aced, or almost aced, and then just, completely turn around, take the gold mine back, and just get a few free kills. And right now, they're getting a pretty good advantage because, one weird thing that Red did, Red went to clear out Team Ice's jungle, which is great. That's a great idea. But because they did that, they know that immediately as Ice comes out, they have nothing to clear in their jungle, so they're just going to walk to the other side and see what's going on.
So once again, a Crystal Ringo versus a Weapon Ringo, but the circumstances are different in this match. What do you feel about it this time?
I still feel like the Crystal Ringo will have a tough time, but, he proved me wrong last time, so, I have nothing to say. I think it will be a little bit difficult. I actually think Crystal Ringo is a better choice in this match in particular, because there are 2 melees on the side of Team Red, and Crystal Ringo really just wants to keep throwing out poke one after another and just get a little bit of damage on here and there. And just like this, they're sitting back, protecting the Ringo, making sure he gets a few free pot shots off every once in a while.
So Jetpacks got caught with an Achilles shot there is going to change his thinking because not maxing Dead Man's Rush, he's not going to get as much of a health barrier when he goes in first with that. Having to be careful. Oh, you don't want Koska eating those scout traps. Oh, there's the sword throw, and Iceman gets caught.
Oh!
There's a gauntlet. It's going to be... it caught Ice Bash, even though it was reflex blocked by Iceman. Gets out so fast enough. So once again, if there's one thing, so Jetpack's making some good work here, but one thing I would like to see him do differently is drop the Spectral Smite a little bit earlier just to make sure he's getting it off on these mobile targets before they get out of range.
Most definitely. And right there, it was actually good for Ice Bash that his gauntlet got canceled because he didn't get killed, and now his gauntlet is on a shorter cooldown. So that's pretty good for him. It was pretty funny watching him, though. He jumped through the other gauntlet and just got stunned.
All right, Red thought about a gold mine. Now they're going to take aggro, force into this fight. Iceman getting vanguarded is able to get out. Ice Bash turns on Red Wolf. They're taking that aggro. They're able to use a reflex block to prevent the gauntlet, but a Hellfire Brew comes out. Yummy Catnip Frenzy gets reflex block. Iceman now in trouble, but and he does go down. No, did he go down? Yeah, he did go down. Ice Wolf trying to get away, twirling Silver to create some move speed, but he is able to get taken out by Ice Turk's Ringo just as fast. Jetpacks will escape. They'll take a little bit of extra jungle farm here.
And right there, that's the power of the Crystal Ringo. If your opponents are not able to reflex block it, he was able to completely push Red Wolf out of the fight just by dropping Hellfire Brew onto him. And here, Ice Bash.
Oh, Ice Bash now. So he's slowed by Krull. But the sword throw. So from Hell's Heart, and Arden will drop on his face and go find Julia.
That was fantastic play by Jetpacks. He noticed that Ice Turk was out of position. He was not able to get to Arden in time to help Bash get a Vanguard to him. And right here, you actually see why Weapon Ringo is really good.
Oh, Red Wolf getting a couple shots, and here comes the Hellfire Brew Turk.
I think he's okay.
He's going to eat that. He's going to be okay. That's a Weapon Ringo.
He's totally okay.
So you see the difference, a little extra Vanguard there just to help him get to the Sanctuary. But a big difference there between these two builds.
Oh, wow.
And there's what Red Wolf can do with a weapon build. So you're really seeing the strengths of the two different builds, those freakishly powerful Hellfire Brews, if not reflex block, coming out of Ice Turk. But on the other side, if Red Wolf is able to catch someone with an Achilles shot, slow them, trigger his Twirling Silver, he's going to be able to stay with the target, stick to him, and just apply those basic attacks, taking advantage of that Sorrow Blade, putting on a lot of hurt.
Most definitely. And right there, this is really how you play Crystal Ringo. You want to stay as safe as possible. Weapon Ringo gets up into the thick of things. He'll get into the middle of a fight and just start hitting people, whoever he can fight. Like anything he can hit, he will hit them. And he does a huge amount of damage with Twirling Silver on, getting those slows with the Achilles shot, and just finishing people off with the Hellfire Brew. Crystal Ringo, on the other hand, he wants to drop the Hellfire Brew early on to do a lot of upfront damage so that his team can take an uneven fight.
So we are doing Ice Winners after every match. It's completely random. If you win, send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch with your Vainglory player name so we can get you your Ice. If you can't figure out how to do it, you can always email support@superevilmegacorp.com and they will help you out.
So this is actually pretty interesting. Red Wolf is level 12, and he has the weapon infusion. He's really trying to push his advantage.
So Rafe, going Iron Guard Arden, he really gave up a lot of gold to try to get Jetpack's build going, and now is only level 7.
That's totally fine. I mean, Jetpack's is level 11. He's 2-0-2. He has 50 CS. He has quite a strong build against the side of Team Ice. Team Ice doesn't have that much damage DPS. They have a lot of burst, but if you can just... Cruel is really good against burst because you burst him and he's like, oh, I have a shield. Oh, I'm healing. And now you have to burst me again. But you have no abilities left. You have no energy left. What are you going to do?
And I'm going to drop the smite on your head.
Yes, exactly. So this could be really, really tough for Team Ice. Oh, this is interesting.
Koska's far away, so blue team's Koska caught away. Jetpacks realizes it. He's able to Shadows Empower Me. Ice Bash, he turns with the Hellraiser sword and it lands that. First person goes down. There's a gauntlet from Ice Bash just to protect himself. And Vanguard's to Turk, and they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think things are going to go really, really rough for Team Ice from now on. Oh, this could hurt.
There's a Vanguard to help protect Red Wolf.
I wonder how much damage this will do.
The ticks, you see the ticks,
so
the
much.
dot damage.
This is crazy.
Oh, the blue. So painful. He's going to recall.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a reflex block. That literally dropped like 3/4 of Red Wolf's health through 2 reflex blocks. So, Ice Turk doing a lot of damage if he can manage to hit someone that doesn't have a reflex block.
And he's had a lot more success in this match than the prior one.
Most definitely. Like, Team Red, they have 2 Crucibles, but they don't have 3 yet. Or 6. They don't have 6 Crucibles. So things could be a little bit rough.
6 Crucibles.
I actually find it very interesting. One thing about the Crystal build that Turk is using is it forces your enemy team to buy Crucibles. That also means that if you get Aftershocks on your other teammates, they're going to be doing a huge amount of damage because it's just percentage health based.
Yeah. Keep that in mind. Aftershock, very powerful against health items.
And right here, you see like Jetpacks, full health. Raph, full health.
Oh, there's a
nice.
Hellraiser. Yummy Cat and Frenzy gets reflex block though, and that's going to allow Turk to escape. Ice Bin gets caught, and Jetpack's drawing turret aggro. Red Wolf now taking turret shots. He reflex blocks it. Just clearing out some minions now.
Are they going to start? They are going to start it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I thought they were just... Okay, they're checking for scout traps, so that was pretty smart. So now it's going to be really tough for Ice to check this.
Pulling Kraken over to their side. You see how quickly they did that? That's a nice coordinated team effort, pulling him into the tri-brush. So Ice Bash has no idea. Now he sees that Kraken's not where he's supposed to be, but it's already too late.
And this could be really, really tough for Team Ice to take down. They don't really have any high sustained DPS. I guess Koska can kill it pretty quickly with the Aftershock, but Ringo won't be doing too much to the Kraken.
Kraken
so
will
really
take the shortest route to lane, so kind of taking the long way, as it were, to the turret.
All right, so let's see if Team Ice can defend this. I think they're gonna lose at least 1 turret. I don't think they'll lose 2, but you never know. Oh, Ice Bash taking a huge amount of damage. Okay, they're gonna lose 2. They are gonna lose 3.
And a gauntlet goes down. Ice Turk is caught. He's gonna die.
That was a little bit
Red Wolf looking to see if he can get Ice Bend. Here is Hardic as a Mother Fuji all the way in and drawing the ace buff, which is going to keep him alive.
That was some serious damage coming out from Red Wolf. He just ran through a turret and just killed her. That was amazing.
That is going ham. If you know
that is definitely.
Oh, and here's Team Red taking down this 3rd
So they're
turret.
working on the inner turret.
I like this.
While Kraken works on the second one.
So they killed 2 turrets at the exact same time. That was great.
Synchronized swimming bonus of 50 gold.
And right there, you see Kraken. They took down 3 turrets because Team Ice, they got a little bit overconfident defending their turrets. They thought they could defend it easily, and they were just caught out. Like, Ice Bash went down extremely quickly. He's not very tanky yet, and Red Wolf just tore through him along with Jetpacks. They do so much damage together, and things are looking pretty dire for Team Ice.
All right, so Red showing players around the world what they're made of. You know, who knows? One day we might see Red versus Nemesis for King of the Hill once those brackets merge. But we'll definitely be reaching out if you're a member of a guild in Southeast Asia, in East Asia, in South America regions. We're going to be looking to those parts of the world next to surface those guilds, have them establish their sides of the bracket. So get in touch with us. We're in the forums. We're pretty much everywhere. Playoffbeard VG on Twitter, along with the Zekent?
Zekins. On Twitter, at the Zekins.
At the Zekent?
The Zekins.
The Zekent. So look for us on Twitter. Let us know, hey, we want our guild featured on the stream. We're in Southeast Asia, East Asia, or South America regions.
Most definitely. Really excited to see what the other regions will bring to the table, because I like seeing the Crystal Ringo. I like seeing these different types of builds come out. And it's really interesting to see different playstyles coming out from each of these regions.
And people making that work, just because, if we hate on a build a little bit, it might be out of meta in North America, or maybe just out of meta in the lair here, since we're kind of in our own little world, devs playing devs a lot of the time. But it's nice to see what works in EU. It's been really fun today.
Most definitely.
We're going to have Vainglory League Blueberries on sometime, maybe Don John, get their kind of observations after the fact on today, what they saw, what they generally see in EU. But thanks again to Vainglory League. Definitely check out their VGL Cups, their NA in EU. It's all community driven. There's no official Super Evil events going on yet, but really fun to see those Vainglory League events, and seeing the daily Lev stuff as well is amazing. All right, there's a gauntlet goes down. It does catch Ice Ben. A Crucible goes out, but that's a little late. A Hellraiser comes out and catches a member for a stun.
So what I think Ice needs to do here is really...
Hellfire Brew. Oh, so you saw the second Crucible come out to protect the Red Wolf. One ended. It was good timing, but the second one came out.
Yeah, that's the problem with Crystal Ringo. You just can't get your Hellfire Brew off ever. Especially, Red Wolf doesn't even care if he gets hit. He has 2 Serpent's Masks. He's going to heal it up instantly. So it's a little bit unfortunate for Turk right now. But, it's really good if you manage to end the fight when you're ahead with Crystal Ringo, because you can just explode anyone who's running away. But at this point, they're behind, and Red Wolf has enough lifesteal backup, any sort of damage that is thrown at him.
If you're joining us late, I'm Playoff Beard. You're hearing the voices of Zekent and the fabled, extraordinary Chobra joining us today on site. A real treat for us.
Thank you. Real treat for me, too. And just getting to see these teams. I really like also that Team Red. They know exactly what their roles are individually. So you see that Red Wolf always just hanging back, like you said, has those Serpent's Mask. So even if he takes a little bit of burst, by the time Ice Ben comes in on Curl, he can actually just lifesteal off of Koska while she's doing her Catnip Frenzy. And then Rafe actually just taking care of Turkish, just zoning him out for the first 10 seconds of the fight, and then they can all merge together.
All right, this might be the final push. I hope one day we can have a stadium filled with Chobra casting. Jetpack's taking a lot of damage, but he drops the smite. He's going to be able to survive.
Oh, he dies.
Oh, he does die. He does go down. Koska retreating to the base.
Oh, no, he's fine.
Oh, wow. Getting the health back from the Sanctuary. Red Wolf now in trouble, and he's going to go down. Rafe now all alone. He drops a gauntlet to create distance. That stuns Ice Bash. Here comes Kraken. He doesn't care.
So, Team Red getting a little bit cocky there. Team Red definitely got a little bit cocky there. They went in without the Kraken. If they waited for the Kraken, I'm sure they could have just escorted it down and let it finish the game. But now Kraken's going to die before it even takes a turn.
Yeah, so the difference there, if you're fighting alongside Kraken, you force Ice to choose between taking Kraken down and fighting Team Red. By going in that far ahead of Helga, they they end up having just a team fight, just a regular team fight, and then Kraken taken down quickly.
Even still, I'm a little bit surprised that Team Ice could come out on top of that. The reason they did, though, is because Ice Turk has a Metal Jacket. Like, Red Wolf, I don't think Red Wolf expected that. He did significantly less damage to Ice Turk, and I think Red Wolf is the one focusing Ice Turk down.
Yeah.
And he just lost so much damage, especially like Benny also has a Metal Jacket, so it's going to be actually pretty rough for Red Wolf to do too much in these coming up fights.
So Red Wolf, the double Serpent Mask, Sorrowblade, Ringo, but Ice Turk already with a Metal Jacket. Red Wolf just now starting to mitigate the Crystal Ringo with a Light Shield.
So what I think Ice should do right now is honestly just buy a few infusions, just run down the lane. I think they can actually win a fight right now, especially before Red Wolf gets any sort of armor piercing. This is iffy.
Rafe.
Okay, yeah, I really want to see Ice go aggressive here. They're not too far. Oh, Ice Bash is getting caught.
Oh, he does get hit with the sword. Rafe goes in with the blood for blood. Here comes Red Wolf. There's a gauntlet that goes down. It's keeping Red Wolf out of the fight, and that's the separation.
Okay, so Raph didn't have his gauntlet up quite yet. However, now Raph does have his, and Ice Bash doesn't. So
Correct.
Ice is going to have to hold off on fighting for another 75 seconds, and that is going to be time that Red is going to be looking to end the game.
Turk with an Aegis now, probably feeling picked on by the Krull, and that's going to mitigate some of the aftershock damage coming off of the Dead Man's Rush.
counter Ice Bash with the double Crucible. 3 Crucibles on the side of Team Ice, and only 2 coming out from Team Red.
Yeah,
Ice Bash might walk right into... No, all right. We'll see how this fight starts this late in the game. How the fight starts. So critical. Can Jetpacks get a From Hell's Heart? Can he throw Hellraiser's Sword and start a fight? Will a fight start with a Hellfire Brew coming out?
So Jetpacks just used his Crucible on accident. This could be bad. That's 1 Crucible down. I mean, they have 2. They have
Doesn't
1
matter.
more,
They have
but
24 left.
only 24. 1 for each item slot, and then some.
Surprise Birthday is listening somewhere, hearing that there's 42
Here we go.
reflex blocks in this game. Rafe goes in with a gauntlet. That is blocked. Reflex block. The Charger needs to connect. Ice Bend now might get caught with a Spectral Smite. Will the stacks drop? Not
No,
yet.
this is really good
Ice
for Team
Bash
Ice.
now. Yeah.
This is really good for Team Ice.
Yeah.
Team Ice should go for a fight right now. Gauntlet is down on Raph, and Ice Bashes is just coming up. So if they buy a few infusions right now and just go for a fight, I think they could take this.
Yeah,
So-
Red Wolf also has to sell his reflex block. He's looking for armor pierce, but he hasn't had enough gold, so he went for the infusion for now. But that timing, like you said, Zeke, and I think Ice really can take advantage of this.
Yeah, Charger OP. We are streaming off of an NVIDIA Shield today, which allows us to hardline in, try to stabilize that internet connection a little bit better with this crazy Oddfellows Lodge and our crazy Wi-Fi. So Kraken is back.
Ice are cut out.
There's a reflex block comes down. Jetpacks. Now there's a Yummy Catnip Frenzy in on
Oh,
Red Wolf.
shield.
He's waiting. Reflex blocks everywhere. Ice Bend taking a lot of damage. Ice Bash taking poke from Ringo.
Ice
Flares
Bash, where
go
are you
out.
going? Ice
He's
Bash.
trapped. He's in a bad way
Ice
now.
Bash.
There's a blood for blood. There's an Achilles shot. It's just a matter of time. There's nothing he can do. He vanguards himself, tries to juke. Red Wolf's going to turn and cut him off. The other way, it's just academic now. Who will get the kill, though? They're playing autocorrect's Fox Hunt at this point, and that is a kill.
Okay, so I think if Ice Bash ran with his team, he probably could have made it out. And right now, Ben is getting caught out by Jetpacks. This could be really,
Yeah,
really
this
dangerous.
is terrible. Will Jetpacks be able to actually pull the trigger on the
Raph
Spectral
Gauntlet's
Smite
coming
here?
up.
The Vanguard's going to help him stick to the
Gauntlet.
target. Gauntlet goes down. It
Oh,
traps
nice.
Ice Ben, and there's a Dead Man's Rush. Spectral Smite. Koska eats dirt.
Yeah, so I definitely thought this was the time for Ice to try to take a fight. But while Red Wolf didn't have any armor piercing, but it looks like Red just a little bit too
Atlas
strong.
Cauldron comes out. Ice Turk escaping to the Sanctuary. Spectral Smite coming down. No, it didn't come down on the turret, but it
By
won't
Raph.
matter.
Oh, no, not Raph. Okay. Why not Raph? He could have got to the killing before the game ended.
All right.
Oh,
This
well.
will be GG.
Oh, or will it? It will. It should.
Should
This,
Theory.
I'm gonna
Doing
keep
everything.
saying,
Alright.
I'm gonna keep saying this will be GG until it is GG. Final KDA 13-6, 27-minute match. Ice putting up an excellent showing, but Red pulling away. Congratulations to Team Red, made up of Red Wolf, Rafe29, and Jetpacks, the first EU server Kings of the Hill. We'll make an actual bracket. We'll establish that. GG.
Most definitely.
Congratulations to Red.
So yeah, look at these infusions. Red Wolf, Jetpacks, Ring, Ice Turk, and Ben all buying infusions at the end of the game. I think Raph also had one, but I timed out right before the end. And you should, like, if you don't buy infusions, they're extremely good for, you know, pushing an advantage or just defending coming in from behind, because it's a huge amount of power that you just get for 3 minutes. Or was it 4 minutes?
Yep.
4 minutes. And
Oh wait, you're talking about the
infusions.
Oh no, that's 3
3
minutes.
minutes. Okay, infusions are 3 minutes, and it's a huge amount of power that you just get for a brief duration. And right now, we have a little bit of a bug where time keeps ticking after the game ends, so the infusions actually disappear after a while, as you can see.
Oh.
So don't mind that. Alrighty.
We're gonna do Ice. So we are streaming off of an NVIDIA Shield today.
So I think I'm gonna swap devices.
Yeah, because you're about to run out of power
Yes.
there.
I'm gonna go do that. You can deal with the ice. You guys can
Yeah,
chat
sure,
for a
please.
minute.
Now you can
All right.
actually sit down. I feel
Oh,
horrible
yeah, okay.
that we've been making you
It's-
stand this
it's
whole
fine.
time.
Otherwise, I might have fallen
Apologies.
asleep with the jet lag kicking in.
Right, so we're gonna do Ice. We are using an NVIDIA Shield today. I'm gonna drop in the chat the link if you want to get into the Android beta. Click that link, find your device, click into the Google group, and just hit join. Hey, it's Evil Andre.
Hello, you put your jersey over your backup.
Well, that's good. It keeps
Oh.
it safe. No one's gonna steal it if it's underneath the Ranger jersey. The problem is no one's wearing the Ranger jersey. That's the real problem. All right. let's do ice. We're gonna go back. Ready Player One's not here, so we're gonna go back to 1,000 ice. Standard 1,000 ice. Make sure you are following the channel. You have to follow the channel to be eligible for ice. And now, the first winner of 1,000 ice is
Dragon to King.
I'm glad you got the 2. I would have missed that. Dragon to King is a winner.
Congratulations.
1,000 ice. Congratulations. I'm going to write your name down.
Once a dragon, now an Ice King with that 1,000 ice.
All right, let's plug this
This is
stuff back in
1,000.
here.
All right.
And now we're doing EU viewer games with the time we have left. We're gonna do, it looks like maybe one EU viewer
Everybody
game,
take your seat.
and then we're gonna host and SAR and Eclipsium will have ice to give away on their channel, so you'll want to join them for that. We'll do a Super Evil Mega Grade then, but first add Zken EU. Maybe you'll get picked. He's gonna just pick randomly. Maybe you'll get picked to play with him. All right. Dragon to King, congratulations, 1,000 ice. Oh, I see your IGN. You're so on the ball. We got that. We got you now. So Dragon King is going to be all set.
Alrighty.
Next winner of
Let's get this game
1,000
set up.
ice is
Drum roll, Shawilus.
Shawilus.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
It is now. It's officially now for all time. Shawilus is a winner of
Congratulations.
1,000 ice. Congratulations,
Oh my.
Shawilus.
I think we saw a response there in chat. There we
Yeah,
go.
fantastic. And the third winner. So make sure you send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch with your Vainglory player name. Third winner of 1,000 ice.
Will be Yuri Dices.
Yuri Dices, very easy to pronounce, is a winner of 1,000 icicles.
Congratulations, all
Congratulations, congratulations. We're going to do an EU viewer game. You're going to get to
Alrighty.
see
I got some people invited.
if Zkent is going to be able to win today. We have revealed Candy Twirl Koska. Do you want to show that off real quick before we start the match?
Sure, why not?
A lot of people
Let's
asking.
do it.
All right, we're going to re-reveal the skins. Then we're going to do a viewer match.
All right. Slash
First,
art.
Candy
Ta-da!
Twirl Koska. That's Candy with a K. Candy Twirl Koska.
And
Going to the rave.
boom.
There she is, Candy Twirl Koska. When you see it up close, it's awesome. The backpack, this is just this is really one of my favorites.
All right, we have all the people invited. We just need to get this game started as soon as this video's done. Should be exciting.
All right, we'll get the
Boing.
match going. So skin, reveal, article is there. Fantastic.
Let's go.
Really, really fun skin. So you got that
Unicorn Corpus.
Yeah, got the backpack. She's got the special claws,
Yeah.
the fluffy poofy claws.
He don't
love
seem
it.
as dangerous.
Really, really fun. Hasn't quite found trousers, but
No.
at least maybe spandex or leggings. This is a step in the right direction for Koska. Love that skin.
What should I play this game? What do you think?
Oh wait, God, you're not standing anymore.
Oh no, it's fine.
No,
I
absolutely
actually
not.
I have to head out and get some other talks done, so it's all good. I just saw that in chat too. I was like, oh, it's all right.
I actually didn't realize you were standing again. And then Lysandador, let the poor man sit. Hashtag let the poor man sit.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm totally fine.
After this match, if you want to win ice after this match, you have to put "let the poor man sit" into chat.
There you go.
After this
But
match.
I will be taking a seat somewhere else and getting some other discussions.
Thank you
done.
for getting off the plane and coming on seeing
for
us.
sure.
Today.
It
It was
was
so
a-
fun
it
getting
was
your
a pleasure.
analysis on the
Thank you for
matches.
coming.
Yeah, good meeting you guys and everyone on stream, and keep tuning in. And of course, I'll be making some content for now, mostly for the Korean community, but the gameplay's the same, so you guys can check it out.
This is true.
Yeah, for sure. This will be our good luck charm. The first, we'll look back and say our road to having tournaments in massive stadiums like Zkent has played in began here with Chobra.
There we go.
Excellent.
All right, look
Thank
forward
you.
to it.
All right.
See you guys.
See ya. Alrighty.
All right, you're zooming in now. I love it.
Someone requested I play Glaive in this game. I can play Glaive.
All right, fair enough.
All right, and we're done with this video. Close enough to done with this video. I'm gonna stop it. We're gonna go no, wrong cam. Boom, and hit that private match button. I play Glaive. I am Glaive. I will do the jungles.
There you go. Maybe we will see a Scar finally in this match. So these players were randomly selected. Z-Kent teaming up with Clayton 1994, the last time the Rangers won the Stanley Cup.
Wow. Random trivia.
June 14th, 1994.
Now I know.
Playoff Beards, Stanley Cup, it's all happening. Sugar and Spice, and also on your team, Ghost Rider. What are the other ones? I can't see because of the mouse position.
Oh.
And Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider.
Wait for it. What? Get a sexy chocolate and someone.
A lot of chocolate today.
It's a sexy chocolate.
All sorts of chocolate is happening.
Alrighty. Oh, gotta stretch these fingers.
Oh, you have
out.
another shield. So you went to your second NVIDIA shield.
Our backup shield.
Fantastic. I love it.
My first shield broke because it got too many things shot at it.
Oh, Arirdi Dice. I got you. I see your IGN there. You are all set. Let me do a quick winner recap. I'm going to do a quick winner recap just in case you joined or you didn't catch it. So winners recap. And we're going to have more fun with this. I'm not going to do try-hard shoutcasting on this one. But there's the winners recap so far for Ice winners so far. And just sent a private message of Vainglory on Twitch.
So we're up against a Taka and a Koska. This could be
Oh my goodness, Coding Man is here.
Oh, is it Coding Man?
Coding Man!
You have a new partner in crime.
You have to go talk to Chocolate Balls,
This
or
is
whatever that
extremely
name
important.
was. You are the members of the One Ice Guild so far. Congratulate each other in chat. I want to see Coding Man. Let's see, so Coding Man and Chocolate. Can't remember. I got to look it back. See what the name started with. Chocolate Balls for You. I don't know if Chocolate Balls for You is still here. He might be going and enjoying the benefits of One Ice. But say hi. Say hi to Coding Man. First One Ice winner. So it's Coding Man was our first One Ice winner, and he's here, or she's here.
We killed Sexy Chocolate.
Oh, you did? Oh my goodness, things are happening.
Way to pay attention, Evan.
I'm gonna pay attention a little more to the people in chat this time.
Fair enough.
Now that we're not in tryhard. Oh, they already hooked up. So Dart, thank you, Dart. Thank you for being a part of the Shinkai gang over on Shinkaigen's channel. And I'm very glad that Coding Man and Chocolate Balls already hooked up, and they can form that One Ice Guild. Very fantastic.
All right,
We've met here too.
We've managed to chase the enemy out of their jungle. Things are going well
That's
for us.
very rude. You're bullying already.
That's how we do things. I have a kill. This is great.
So we'll decide after this one if Z-Kent wants to do one more viewer game after this, or whether we'll call it after this one. Usually we go until 4 p.m. Pacific, and then we do a host. We got a host all lined up. Should be really, really fun, and there'll be more ice given away after we host SAR. It's going to be SAR and Eclipsium together with a lot of high elo players in there. Should be really fun. Thank you, Tactical Pinup. Appreciate the compliment. Appreciate everyone stopping by and hanging out with us today. We're in a different room, so
we got distracted
like
and we ended up here somehow.
it's just like we're bobbleheads. Can't see much more. Here, we'll get an animated GIF going. Here, wait, it's not. You're not on camera enough either. There we go. Here, there. Now someone can.
This
do
is
an
very
animated
distracting
GIF.
to play.
All right.
All right, let's make things happen. I found this Ringo up here. Oh.
You punted people. You did
I
things. You can talk.
I am doing things. I'm hitting this Taka.
You're hitting people, hitting them
Oh,
hard
they're
with just
hitting
an
me.
O-cart.
The O-card is very dangerous. The most powerful of items. You can't win if you don't have hearts.
So
That was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm just stealing CS from my lane mate now. Oh, nice kill. Good job to my team. They're kicking butt. I'm not doing anything. I'm just in the jungle farming, as Glaive wants to do.
Okay, so when we do wrap, we are going to host Lord Auser. I've never heard him say his name himself out loud. So I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's like Asureramarama.
Only people who are in the club can say his name.
I guess so. I'm sure Eclipse can say his name properly, but that's who we're hosting. I've been really, really enjoying their broadcasts, especially when they're doing spectator mode with the music and people like Nemesis and Zorro and all sorts of people stopping by. It's really fun. So they're gonna have ice to give away, and we're gonna host them afterward, and that should be a good time. Looks like they're trying to get their stream live now, dealing with a little bit of tech stuff. So maybe if they're not quite live yet, we'll do one more after this, just to give them a chance to get on.
Sounds good to me. So I'm actually gonna save the skill point because I want to have another point into Afterburn at level 6, while still upgrading my ultimate. And that's just a pretty useful thing to know. Like, you don't have to take. Ooh, there's a Koska here. Hello, sexy chocolate. Yeah. You can't run.
No, this is bad time. Oh, you.
No, I pumped her right into Ringo.
Oh, right into Ringo.
It was all planned.
Intentional is exactly.
Don't
what you
worry
meant to
about
do.
it.
I'm sure that was perfectly exactly what you meant to do.
It was exactly what I meant to do. Why would you ever doubt me?
Will Krull ever play Krull on the stream? So that's a shout out to the real Krull who designed the evil engine. We built the game, our game engine from the ground up. It's a proprietary game engine, so we could do core games on touchscreens. Thank you to the real Krull for that. Krull is named after him, Tommy Krull. Scarf is also named after him, and if you don't understand that, I'm not going to explain it to you. Sure, it's certainly possible for him to play Krull on the live stream. We'll see if we can make that happen. He's usually working and doing all sorts of things that you guys are asking for.
I don't know where our enemies are. They have wandered off into the distance.
So now that I'm not trying to shoutcast here, you can let your skin requests fly again now that I can see them. I see Mercenary Catherine request. You can let your ideas fly. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to write down cool sounding ones. There will be skins for every hero. We will be unveiling the skin system in update 1.4. We actually just recorded a video with Kraken explaining the system. So we're really, really excited for that and to get that out to everybody.
Great.
I feel like I'm just my head. My head on the screen is kind of weird.
Oh gosh, they're coming for us. It's okay. I'm not even worried. I probably don't want to do this, huh?
Well, now you're in.
Yeah.
Seekent takes an Achilles shot. He tries to escape, but he goes right back in, and he's gonna take out Ghost. Amazing. That's why he's a Team Curse MOBA Pro.
I'm okay.
Look at him just doing whatever he wants here.
I'm okay. Don't worry about it.
He's just playing it. Oh my goodness.
All is well in the world.
Gladiator Krull, Lion Glaive, Angel Krull, Cold War Catherine. Heroic Perk is named Panzerfaust. Cowboy Ringo.
No one saw what I just did. Don't worry about it.
I certainly didn't.
That's probably a good thing. You saw nothing.
Zop X Fox, Halcyon potions, they give you health and they give you energy.
They actually give you more of the one you're missing more of.
More of what you need. Space Ranger Arden. Seeing there's quite a few heroes named after devs, does this mean we can expect a playoff beard hero, imagining a wise warrior sage-like hero with a handsome beard? Thank you, Kogel. I appreciate the sentiment. I doubt there will be one named after me unless Captain Nito and Chainsaw decide to succumb to the petition and do a playoff cat skin at some point.
The playoff cat is real. There's so many posts about it. I think people
what
really want it.
icon will be above Candy Troll Koska after her twirly death? That's an excellent question. I'll have to ask Chainsaw if there's going to be anything different. So a nice gauntlet goes down, catching Mimi, who's forced back, and it's just a sad time to be a Taka right now. Eats dirt. Hardic is here. He's very rude, killing me all the time. Oh, you know what? So there's a question from Coding Man. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back. There's a question that came out, and I wanna get a ruling on something, and then I'm gonna come back and try to answer that question.
Okay. So, Playoff Beer has left me alone. I'm just gonna be Oh no, my teammate died. I probably should have helped him. Oh, he's doing fine. He's 5-1-0. I don't really think he needs too much help in lane, but he's letting our enemies, have a bit of a breather, come back a little bit. But things are going pretty well right now. I'm 3-0-3. I can pick up my Shiver still if I wanted to. However, let's see if I can get a kill. Nope. Ringo has left. Unfortunate. I want these. Yeah, they're all mine. So I'm gonna go pick up a. Do I want a Warhorn right now? I will pick up. I'll just pick up Warhorn. Why not? I can pick up my Shiver Steel later. I'm gonna get some few scout traps. Keep track of that Taka. And this should be pretty good for us overall. We're quite ahead in the jungle. Their jungles are level 7 and level 5. Ours are level 6 and 8, I believe. 7 and 8. So we're doing quite well in the jungle right now. I actually found Sexy Chocolate once again. I'm actually gonna punt her. Oh, I punched her out of her jump. So that was interesting. But I'm totally okay because I have my teammates here with me. And looks like, let's go press R. And see what happens. Oh, okay, I can't catch that guy. Just gonna run back out. That's gonna bring aggro onto my teammates, which is potentially bad because Arden is kind of low, but he's totally okay, so no worries. I'm actually gonna jump out behind this guy and just kill him. Boop! You're dead. Got him. Okay, I'm fine. All is well in the world.
All is well in the world.
All is well in the world.
All right, I'm back. I just talked to Blaster Master and Surprise Birthday just to get final confirmation before I put my foot in my mouth. So you can thank original Ice winner Coding Man for asking a question that prompted another reveal here on the stream. Mm-hmm. Something that I think a lot of players are going to be super excited about. Lost Boy Toph, Lady Wabish, a lot of people out there. We have a solution for the Catherine Stunbug.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's not. So we've talked a long time about taking some time out to do the deep surgery necessary to resolve this issue kind of holistically. But Captain Nito instead did some wizardry, was able to find another way to get this done. So update 1.4, Catherine Stunbug will be fixed. So,
oh no, I died.
Hooray for everyone out there. We are so sorry you've had to deal with this for so long. It is a really, really, really nasty issue. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Catherine Stunbug is
gone.
Is gone.
Does that mean the Saw one is too?
I'm going to check that too. I don't want to overpromise. But I literally watched Captain Nito do 100 Catherine stuns of different varieties in a row, and then it went through the full QA pass. So, this is not the deep surgery. So if you find some edge case, if you find some weird scenario where it's still happening, let us know. But as far as we can tell, we have solved the Catherine Stunbug, and you will not have to deal with it anymore starting in the next update. So all of those Catherines that want all those people who want to bust out their Catherines again, they will be able to. Mm-hmm. Very exciting.
Oh boy. That was not the surprise move on my end. However, Sugar and Spice is taking out Sexy Chocolate. So all is well in the world. Alrighty, so I should probably start building a bit more defensively. They have Aftershocks, they have some good damage on me, so I'm gonna pick up, I think I'm gonna pick up an Aegis here. Aegis? Aegis. Whatever. It's all the same. Alright, hey. Things are going pretty well for us. We have 15-5. And right now we're pretty much in the driver's seat. Our gold mine will probably pay out to us pretty soon. I don't really think the other team can really fight us off of it. And
all right. So I just confirmed with Blaster Master. Theoretically, again, I want you all to tell us how good a job we did, because this is not the deep surgery we originally expected to do. It's just wizardry from Captain Nito. So tell us if you find any issues where it's still happening. But Blaster Master telling me now that this will also fix the roadie run bug. So DZ Live on Twitch, if you're still watching, we think Players will have to prove this out. We think Catherine Stun bug and the Roadie Run bug are both addressed by this Captain Nito solution. So really, really exciting. We've been trying to pump out these features and these heroes. We're so excited to bring you skins, but I can tell you right now, a lot of the talk here at the Lair right now is actually about making sure that performance and bug-related stuff, that we squash all of that, and that we make sure, that the performance is kind of at the standards that we've always held us to. It's 60 FPS, across most devices, and just making sure that we do the TLC for anything that may have snuck in the past couple updates while we were so focused on features and heroes. So that's going to be a big focus for us, along with the skin system, along with wanting to get you more heroes and everything else. But Catherine Stun bug, Roadie Run bug, a big step forward, and we're very aware if you're telling us about anything else you might be experiencing.
I think
and
I've got
try to solve that as well. For the people asking when will the update drop, I'm not so clear that I can say right now. It's a little bit about like when things are ready. We're making sure we're taking the time to get this update right. It's a very, very big update revealing the skin system. So I'm just not in a position quite yet to say. Sexy Chocolate with a Yummy Catnip Frenzy trying to catch Zken. He triggers a Warhorn to try to escape. But Koska just able to keep pace with anyone. There is a twirly death of Pouncy Fun.
I am dead.
And another hit, and it's over.
So sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what I'm gonna get?
Cookie Pro, I don't know what more I can say for you, dude,
Clockwork.
about the SA server. We're featuring a Liga tournament right now in South America. We're going to do King of the Hill for South America. So we love you over there. We love Alvaro. We love Sky Devil. We're super, super excited about what's going on in South America region. So, yeah, that's all I can really say about that.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah.
Things are going well. Alrighty, so right now, looks like we want to do Kraken? Maybe? Okay. I don't really think we need to do it.
Black Cat Koshka, please.
Black Cat.
What else? What you people got? Try not to say, like, Rambo Saw. Or Rocky Arden, because like those people own those things. Like we're not going to do another property, at least not for a long time. So, tell us ideas that are things we can actually do. Love to hear your ideas. Scary Clown Saw. Now that is something we could do. That would be deeply, deeply frightening. Can you imagine like a Roadie Run coming at you with whatever a Scary Clown Saw would be holding in his hand instead of a knife? Oh, look at this Hellfire Brew. There's no running from that. Really nicely done. Oh, but it back the other way. My goodness. Hellfire Brew's going everywhere.
Is that the Crystal Ringo?
Oh, everyone
No.
dying.
It's
People.
the
So it seems
Ringo.
like a number of people want to see Krull before he died. Can't fault that. But I don't know. What would a Saw be holding if Saw were a scary clown?
He would be holding one of those, I don't know. Maybe one of those, like, spray bottles of spray flower thingies.
Oh, it's like the crazy string?
Yeah.
That's okay. People in the chat can tell us what a scary clown.
This is why I'm not the creative side.
All right. So I see that Eclipsium has gone live, so we will be able to host them soon. Fantastic.
That sounds great. Excited to watch that stream. And things are wrapping up here, I think. Oh, I'm gonna do this. We're going in!
Boop. Boop. Oh, and I see they're already getting ready there with Fuji and Ice Lover already waiting in a private party on Eclipsium's stream. Oh, Doer says a clown saw would carry a tuba.
A tuba?
That is just incredibly frightening. But Doer,
tuba.
what would but that's like instead of the
Instead of the
dreadnought airship gun that he has, what would he switch to when he switches to the combat knife?
A flute.
A flute? Oh my god, that's just deeply disturbing for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why.
Because why not?
Alright.
Saw can do whatever Saw wants.
Get ready for this.
Oh boy. I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna lose. But I have friends, so it's okay. Yay for friends.
Doer says a bicycle horn.
Ow.
Grim Reaper Glaive. Oh, Jules, we would not ignore SEA region. That's where it all began. Will always have a special place in my heart. Eukemio, Zyronel, Vulcan Saw, all the original people when Vainglory first came out in Singapore. We're definitely going to do King of the Hill, SEA. I wish I could play there more. The lag is super, super OP from California, or I would be on Southeast Asia server more. Players there are so good, they just tear me to shreds when I'm trying to play with that massive lag.
Most definitely.
But I'm really looking forward to King of the Hill in Southeast Asia region, for sure.
Alrighty, so...
Oh, a rubber chicken, Paragon Prime, bringing it.
Thank you to Sugar and Spice, placed
Yeah.
in 1994. Sexy Chocolate, Min
Rubber
Rules, and Ghost Rider LP for playing this game.
Fantastic,
Good
fantastic.
match.
So we are going to do 3,000 more ice. Then we're going to host Eclipsium, and they're going to do spectating with high elo games. Really, really fun stream. So hang out for that.
Should
We're
be
gonna do
real
it. So
exciting.
please stick around because I want it to be a really, really big Super Evil Mega Raid. So hang out.
All
for
the
that.
peoples.
Yeah.
Go show them what's up.
Yeah, but first we are going to do an ice giveaway, and what you have to type is ice for ice type let the poor man sit. All right, that is what you need to type. Let the poor man sit. Type it just like that. Let the poor man sit. Type it again. Keep typing it. Type it all the time. Let the poor man sit. Poor Chobra. He's the most illustrious person here by far, and we made him stand for most of the broadcast. Get your let the poor man sit in. Here's Ready Player One, which means maybe we'll do a random number of ice.
Oh!
Not this time. This one I already said would be
Dangerous.
1,000.
You ruined her excitement.
First
Now she's
winner.
unexcited.
First winner, 1,000 ice is. No, that's someone who already won just now. We'll do it again.
Let the poor man sit.
The winner is.
Masavas!
Oh my
Masavas.
God, it was right in my ear.
That was very loud. I'm gonna sit back
Masavas
over
is
here
a
now,
winner.
off the
I'm
screen.
sorry.
That was horrifying. 1,000 ice for Masavas. Congratulations.
Woo!
Masavas is a winner of 1,000 ice.
That's a lot of ice. What are you gonna do with it?
Take over the world.
Send
The
a
same
private
thing we
message.
do every night.
Masavas, send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch. We're going to do 2 more winners here. How much ice this next winner?
It can't be one. I'm sorry.
1, 1, 1, 1.
1, 1,
Ooh.
1, 1.
All right.
That's 4 ones.
That's 4 ones.
Why not 5 ones?
Because
No,
then
God, what?
Fury
Stop.
would kill us.
Yeah, all right.
Fury
All right,
would kill
so
us.
here we go. Oh, in-game name is Masavas. Fantastic.
Oh.
Even better. On the ball.
That makes things super easy for us.
All right. Next winner of the Let the Poor Man Sit ice giveaway of
Is-
1,111 ice is Ready Player One.
Ooh. Mivas SCC.
He's a winner.
You're a
of
winner
1,000 ice.
in life and in ice.
Aw,
Oh, snap.
so much winning.
So much winning. Much winning. Such wow.
Okay. Okay, one more. How much ice this time?
Is it Kent?
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, everyone type 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone type 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's so much ice. We're gonna have these this random group of people with random amounts of ice because they
Well,
can't
wait a
use all of
minute.
it because we have no
They will.
1, 2, 3, 4 amounts to use.
They're going to balance it out.
Mm.
No, it's horrible. It's mean. It's cruel.
I'm a
It's
horrible,
Ready Player
mean,
One.
cruel-
Oh no, I didn't mean it that. I didn't mean it like that.
I am kind of horrible.
No, she's amazing.
kind of cruel.
She's our favorite.
No, that's Tommy.
says that about
Tommy is
everyone.
cruel.
We
But
love
I'm the
you.
favorite.
We love you, Ready Player One. Don't you love Ready Player One?
Okay.
We
Say
have
yes.
we have enough 1, 2, 3, 4s. I want everyone to say they love Ready Player One in the chat. All right, here we go. The winner
The winner.
of 1,200.
Whole ice.
I love the rogue let the poor man sit coming in late. That's amazing. All right, the winner of 1,234 ice is
Dawn on Fire 10.
Oh, that was good. You should do the
Announcer
next
voice.
stream in that voice. The entire stream.
all right. Send a private
And now we have
message
Koska going in.
to Vainglory.
She takes a lot of damage. I don't know why she's diving into the turrets. It's very odd.
Okay, so now what we have to do is I want everyone to go do a Super Evil Mega Raid to Eclipsium's channel.
Let's do it.
Super Evil Mega Raid. Let's go. Everyone go here. And you can win ice on his channel. Win ice here. Go there, type Super Evil Mega Raid. We're going to all go there now. We're going to host them. We're going to host Eclipsium and give away more ice there. Strong language on this channel. Be forewarned.
This is true.
Strong language. Do it. Do it. Go there, type Super Evil Mega Raid.
Alrighty.
All right, thank you for
Bye-bye.
watching today.